It's time for Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers Hockey is brought to you by Century World, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins, BSN Sports, Festival Foods, Taco Bell, TDS, Cousin Subs, the Wisconsin Army National Guard, People's State Bank, Monks and Plover, Marshall Clinic Health System, Century School of Business and Economics, Hughes Service in Millador, also by Aero Global Corp, Goal Line Golf and Hockey, Wellston Properties, Pure Clean Restoration Professionals, McCain Foods, Dull Auto, Mullins Way, Lendutis Motors, Northwind Solar, Brightline Investigations, Auto Select, Bone and Joint, The Rock and Roll Cafe, Fraternal CrossFit, Stevens Point Orthopedics, Thrivent, Firehouse Subs, Pizza Ranch, the Food and Farm Exploration Center, Team Sherrill Companies, Home to Suites, and Aspirus Health.
And good evening from KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Welcome to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. I'm Tom Weaver, along with me, Sean McMahon, as we are set for Friday night in the WIAC as the Pointers, first of two home, UW-Stout in town here tonight, my friend, and kind of was thinking about how to prop this weekend up here. I think it's kind of like a show us what you're made of kind of weekend here. You've navigated through. You're at 500 in the conference. You're a game under 500 here. Tremendous opportunity here over the next 2 weeks to finish the first semester off here in a good note.
No, I think that if the Pointers have any hopes of March and better things, bigger things to come, this weekend's going to tell us this go a long way. The next 2 weekends really are going to go a long way, but it all starts tonight against the Blue Devils of UW-Stout, a team that's improved a little bit as they're 4-2 and 1-1 in conference play as well. So it's a kind of an interesting weekend how everything sets up, especially the final 4 games. Tom, when you look at the next 3 games being at home, and then you got that one road game at Eau Claire in a couple weeks' time. So it's an interesting weekend. It starts tonight. I know that Coach Krieger wants 6 points out of the weekend, but you got to come out and have a really good effort tonight against an improved Stout team. I'm looking forward to seeing these the Blue Devils play. They play the Pointers always very well.
That they do. Pointers before the weekend off for Thanksgiving, a very nice 4-1 win over River Falls in the WIEC opener here. Cody Pizarchuk had himself quite a night here. Got the first goal of the game, third of the year, and then 11 shots on goal throughout the night. So he did a good job for the Pointers there to post them out to the lead there. Got goals from Gabe Randall and Joe Manning, his first career goal as well, power play goal as well. Then went up to Superior and just fell in a 3-0 hole in the first period. Second 2 periods were not too bad, but it was too little too late.
Yeah, for some weird reason, the Pointers just could not stop the rush game of Superior in that first period. In Superior, every time the Pointers made a big mistake, it ended up in the back of the Pointers' net. And, man, they could not slow the Yellow Jackets down through the neutral zone. And when you turn the puck over against the Yellow Jackets, they're coming right back at you. So it was a tough 4-2 win. A loss. When you look back at it, they actually played their best hockey when they were down a man or when they were playing with the empty net with about 5 minutes to go on in that hockey game to even make it close.
For the Blue Devils, they come in 4-2 overall, 1-1 in the WIAC before Thanksgiving. They beat Beloit 8-3, a school record 4 goals in a minute 58, including 3 of them shorthanded in 43 seconds. As they beat the Buccaneers on the opening half, then they went to Eau Claire, lost 5-1. Blue Gold scored 2 goals in the first 8 minutes. Maxis Bramanis with a goal. Dawson Green made 26 saves in that game. And Stout split the opening weekend as well. One game last night, Sean. Eau Claire went to Beloit, broke open a close game in the third period, ended up with a 5-0 win. So the Blue Golds here sit with a top first place at 3-0 here. Everybody else is 1-1, so you want to try to keep pace and keep things going there. River Falls will play at Superior tonight as well, and then tomorrow Superior at Stout, Eau Claire at River Falls, and Beloit will be here at KB Willett Arena. So it should be a good weekend.
Isn't it crazy that it's December, the first weekend of December, and this is the first full weekend of college hockey at the Willett? It's just an oddity in the schedule this year.
It sure is. Should also make note here, Stout tonight going to start Sebastian Monaco, the freshman out of Caledon, Ontario. He's played 40 minutes on the year here. He's got some experience goal. He's coming back in both Ryan Knight, the sophomore, and Dawson Green, the senior. But it's the freshman that will go here tonight.
Interesting times
for the Blue Devils. We'll see that. All right, we'll take a break. We come back. We'll hear from Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stevens Point and Stout in WIAC action Head coach of the Pointers coming up next on the Pointers Sports Network.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant Nick Kenton at 920-889-1846 or visit nationalguard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Just like a scorching slap shot straight into the net, TDS Fiber Internet is lightning fast, straight into your home. For over 55 years, people have relied on TDS to connect to what matters most. Today, they're delivering fiber internet to tech-hungry communities to help them thrive. Enjoy reliable streaming, gaming, and more, all from a proud sponsor of your Pointers. Learn more at TDS.com.
Our Pointer hockey coverage continues from KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Tonight, Pointers back at it after the Thanksgiving holiday. Night one of a two-game set here at Willett Arena in the WIAC as Stout comes to town. We talked now with Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. And, Coach, another pause in your schedule here for the Thanksgiving holiday. Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah, we did. It was nice to get away for a few days and take a little bit of a mental break and come back and get at it.
What do your fellas do here? Obviously, you got some guys from a long ways away here, and getting home might be an option for some, but not for others. They kind of get together and celebrate together?
Yeah, they did the Thanksgiving the Monday before the Thanksgiving, their team Thanksgiving. We practiced Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, got off until Sunday afternoon. So a lot of guys, Midwest guys went home, Wisconsin guys went home. A lot of guys took a guy or two with them back home to their families, and then a lot of the other local guys. A few guys came to my house, but the majority of them, have connections here, season ticket holders, other people, etc. That they, all had somewhere to go for Thanksgiving. So a little bit of a smorgasbord. Everyone kind of did their own thing, and then come back and reset ourselves.
Kind of another example of a cool connection to this program, the community. When folks like that, hey, where are you going? I'm going to so-and-so's.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful community, and our guys feel that.
Come back eager and ready to get back to work here. This is a big stretch for you coming up over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. It's this couple of weeks before Christmas, and bad taste in our mouth of the end result of the last game. And I thought we've had good intensity coming back and a good mind frame.
Are there some detail type things? And if so, what have you been working on?
Some stuff on our forecheck, some ice balance, getting a little bit flooded to one side, and then breaking the puck out there. But I feel like our game has been fine. We haven't gotten beaten in structure. We haven't gotten bogged down in our D zone, running around, getting scored on that way. We're getting scored on in just some easy rush goals and breakaways, some just colossal breakdowns at the wrong time. So for us, it's a little bit of, our forecheck, not only for offense, but for defensive purposes. Are we in a good spot to come out of that zone and alleviate the plays a little bit and not allow so many odd man rushes back into our zone? But at the end of the day, 2.4 goals a game scoring, you're going to be in games as we have been, so we got to put the puck in the net.
We do. Stout comes in here tonight. They're scoring. They're high flying. They're dangerous on special teams here. This is a team that continues to improve. What's your thoughts on them tonight?
Yeah, they're good. They're fast. They're tenacious. They roll through four lines. They're pretty aggressive on their forecheck. They're up. They're physical. They're very good off the rush. They're a good transition team. They're good at making plays off the rush. Power play's been good. It's a good team. It's going to take a lot of good effort tonight, a very detailed game from us, puck management, being in a good defensive position, eliminate their transition, and try to wear them down and play a little bit more of a bogged-down possession game.
I would have to think the message of nothing but 6 points on the weekend, right?
Yeah, we're starting with tonight. We got to take a step tonight. Just take.
Can't get there if you don't start tonight.
It starts with one. We got to put a good effort together for 60 minutes, and then the tendency is can we do it back to back? But it starts with day one.
All right, Coach. Good luck here tonight.
Thank you.
Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stay tuned. More coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
For over 50 years, Bone & Joint has been treating athletes of all ages across Wisconsin. You don't have to be an MVP to receive all-star care. Call today to schedule an appointment at one of their clinics in Bedford, Merrill, Plover, or Wausau, or visit their walk-in for more urgent care. Bone & Joint offers complete orthopedic, sports medicine, pain management, spine, and podiatry services. Call Central Wisconsin's premier specialists or visit them online at bonejoint.net. Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles, or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point. Pointer's All-American beer is here thanks to the Stevens Point Brewery. Pointer's All-American is a smooth, refreshing light beer brewed with two-row malted barley, a select blend of hops, and a lot of passion for UWSP, with a portion of the proceeds supporting UWSP athletics. Get yours today at Pointer's home games or visit the UWSP Athletics website for a list of local retailers. Pointer's Athletics is a proud partner of the Safe Ride program with the Tavern League of Wisconsin. Please make it a point to drink responsibly.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, both teams set to come out. We are just about set to go here in the opener of this Friday night matchup with Stevens Point taking on UW-Stout. Sean Pointer women this afternoon already notched a victory, 6-1 over Beloit. Jenna Britz, Kaya Johnson, Abby Skelly, all with their first career goals for the Pointers. Actually, Britz ended up with 2 goals, including the game winner. 6-1 the win at Beloit. They'll play again tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. That came after the Pointers last night fell 5-0 to Eau Claire. Shots 51-12. The Blue Golds ranked 12th in the country, 12th, 13th, something like that.
Somewhere there.
They were impressive coming around. They beat River Falls a couple of weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
That's going to be a very interesting. But the Pointers' woes against the Blue Golds continue here. So they'll be in action again tomorrow. And then next weekend, they'll be here at Willett Arena. Saturday, Sunday. 5 o'clock Saturday, 3 o'clock Sunday. I'll be on the call on Sunday for the matinee special. So that is next weekend. So
The Bloody Mary special?
yeah, exactly. All right. Whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Who knows? So, all right, Pointer set up here, Sean. The Pointer lineup here tonight. Haven't talked about that at all. Same as it's been here.
Yep.
So
No
we'll
rolling of the dice at all.
No, not at all. So we'll see as they'll come in. And other nice thing here, what is it? Parents and family weekend here. So I'm sure a lot of folks in town. It'd be nice to get to meet them over the weekend here with several out-of-towners in, I would think. Nice little between Thanksgiving and Christmas opportunity here. And then, of course, next weekend, home and home with Eau Claire. Here Friday night, on the road Saturday, and then we're off to the new year.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. It just goes so fast. It is not even fun. All right, Alex Proctor leads the Pointers out as we are getting set here for this matchup. So let's take a look at our starting lineups tonight. First of all, for the Blue Devils of UW-Stout, the goaltender Sebastian Monaco, 6 feet 175, and a freshman out of Calden, Ontario. This is game number 2 for him. He's played a little over 40 minutes so far, 1-0 record, 2.94 goals against average, and a save percentage of .920. On defense, Sam Kroon, 5'7", 5'10", 170, and a junior out of Calgary, Alberta. And Tyler Pfister, 6'8", 180, and a sophomore out of Lombard, Illinois. Up front, the centerman, Cullen Dayakawa, 6 feet 170, and a senior out of Lino Lakes, Minnesota. The right wing, Hayden Stock, 6 feet 170, and a sophomore out of Edmonton, Alberta. And the left wing, Nicholas Stevens, 5'11", 175, and a freshman out of Little Falls, Minnesota. Head coach is Mike McDonald. He's assisted by Justin Moody and Austin Pratt as well. And let's see here. It is Coach McDonald in his 6th season, 58, 66, and 5. He was an assistant at Curry College, also Wentworth out east, played his collegiate hockey, 109 games for Geneseo, formerly in the Suniac. And they moved now, to the UCHC with Utica.
Correct.
Those folks, as the conference shuffle that hit the West a couple years ago
Is hitting the East.
Has hit the East hard, big time there. So, all right, for the Pointers, UW Stevens Point, Alex Proctor in net here tonight. 6'2", 185 for the senior out of Allen, Texas. Start number 8 for him. He's 3 and 4 overall, 2.49 on the goals against average, and a save percentage of .910. On defense, Blake Norris, 5'10", 190, and a sophomore out of Warroad, Minnesota. Michael Eftimowski, 5'10", 184, and a junior out of Toronto, Ontario. Up front, centerman Gabe Randall, 6'1", 190, and a freshman out of Hortonville. Turner Richards, 5'10", 180, and a freshman out of Minocqua is the right wing. And Alec Hamady is the left wing, 5'11", 180, and a sophomore out of Bloomfield Hills,
Michigan. Tyler Krieger in his ninth season, 159, 45, and 18 overall. Rest of the Pointer lineup, Chris Engelbert, centers Owen Dean and Gino Colangelo, Alex Johnson with Cody Pizarchuk and Nico Shemilevsky. It is Quentin Hill with Hunter Hastings and Sean Bunting. The other defensive pairings, Hunter O'Brien with Joe Manning. It is Aiden Mosier with Ryan Hintz. Adam Raysigal will dress as the seventh defenseman here tonight. Ryan McGuire, Matthias Smith will back up Alex Proctor for Tyler Krieger, assisted by Joey Haydock and Chris Nelson as well. Pointers here tonight against Stout. Beloit comes in tomorrow night with 6 big WIAC points on the line on the weekend. We'll take a break. When we come back, the opening faceoff, Pointers and the Blue Devils from Willett Arena. Our faceoff is coming up next on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
While the Pointers bring the heat on the ice, McCain is bringing crispy golden fries to the dinner table. Score perfectly golden, perfectly delicious fries in the freezer aisle with McCain. When it's dinner time, you can count on McCain to deliver the fries the whole family will love just as much as their favorite team. A reminder that corporate sponsorship is a wonderful way to activate your brand among Pointer fans. For more information, contact Clark Eckhoff at 715-302-1504.
All right, we are set to go here. A little greasy on the drive down tonight, Sean.
I was gonna say. I went over the overpass by the interstate and saw the southbound traffic. It was like, whoa,
goodness.
The Weaves got a little bit of an adventure with them.
Yeah. Stout comes in, Sean, 4.5 goals a game, giving up 3. And they are dangerous shorthanded. So 5-on-5, you want to keep this bad boy. Pointers 2.5, basically. 4 and against.
I mean, isn't it that the story with Stout is you want to play 5-on-5 structured hockey, get the puck low, make them play defense as much as humanly possible. The second this thing turns into a special teams game, it's advantage Blue Devils, and that's exactly what they're going to try to do. They are known to chip a little bit away at you after the whistles and stuff. The Pointers are going to need to keep their head on a swivel tonight and keep them mentally in the game the whole 60 minutes.
That is true. All-time series Pointers lead 57-43-4. Pointers in their last 30 games, Sean, 25-4-1. They've won the last 2. Off the draw, controlled by the Blue Devils. They will dump it in around Alex Proctor. He'll try to lasso it behind the net, and right off the bat, a huge hit that breaks a stick. Here's Stocks rifling a shot. Easy glove save, and now Stevens. And Sean, of course, that 1-0 overtime game in Stout that led to some suspensions and all kinds of fun was a year ago. Put that in the rearview mirror here.
Exactly.
Really, the last time these two teams met back on November the 25th.
And really, I mean, you could argue that was the best series of the year, Tom. On the road, get all 6 points out of the weekend. Or 5 or 6 points, but it was a big weekend for the Pointers. Really got them going.
Now off the draw, here comes Michael Eftimowski. He'll bring it in near side, back with Colangelo. Colangelo now shot. Engelberg shot smothered there. Blake Norris will get to it on the near side. He'll go off the far wall. Retreating back for it, and then coming around on the near side. Here's Norris around, took a huge hit on the near side, but got the puck deep. Paid the price, and then gave one back to Dayakawa as well. Monaco plays it around far side. Blue Devils come away with it. They may have some numbers back the other way. This is Tyler Pfister, near side, wires a shot. Pad save made there by Alex Proctor. As the Pointers look to recover back in their own end, Ryan Hintz. Both these teams off last weekend, so bang the rust off here. Sinclair with a shot on the near side. That's blocked there nicely by Owen Dean. He's able to clear it out to the neutral zone. Cycling with it now, Nicholas Pigeot. Pigeot around. He'll come right back in front, walking in, and now, boy, Proctor doesn't like. They're coming hard. Pigeot in the grill again, and Alex Proctor holding strong. Shot whistles through, near side, and back the other way. Shemileski for the Pointers. Shemileski near side. He will get the puck across the red line and sends it deep. 90 seconds in, scoreless here at Willett Arena. Long range pass here by the Blue Devils. They will wave it off. Near side, Shemilevsky chips it ahead. Alex Johnson back the other way with Cody Pizarchuk. Johnson flips it. Pizarchuk first to get there. Monaco puts a stick to it. Tried to freeze it against the side of the net. Nothing there. Pointers dig it out on the near side. Pizarchuk rattles it through. Shemilevsky had a one-timer loaded but misfired. Now turns, fires a shot. Monaco makes a save. And it is loose in the far corner. Blue Devils, Noah Tyrrell. Back the other way. Tyrrell, near side. Proctor plays it, feeds it far side to Racigel. He'll shove it ahead, but behind Cody Pizarchuk, Blue Devils somehow managed to hold it. Shot fired in. Alex Proctor will get down and cover it up. Brandon Schrader, Mike Paulson, the referees, Jason Peters, Nick Akers. They have their hands full here.
They're going to have their hands full tonight, and Stout is already bringing what we talked about after the whistle. So, this, I'm standing next to Bennett Corporal. This is a game for him.
There you go.
He would love to be in this one tonight, for sure.
Should mention Mike Paulson we haven't seen before, and
Nope.
Apparently Alec Austin, scheduled to work the weekend, is under the weather. So,
Okay.
Alec, if you're tuning in, get well soon.
Yeah.
All right, here he is. Quentin Hill slides it back. It's Tyler Pfister from the point, redirected, got the glass. Far side. It is Hunter Hastings with it. He'll dump it down. Ricochets off one of the Blue Devils, so goes deep. Round near side, Aiden Mosier tries to dig it out. Blue Devils turn it back in around. Blue Devils out shooting the Pointers so far 4-1. Now far side, Hill brings it in. He'll wire a shot, kicked aside by Monaco. Near side. Pointers on the back check, couldn't come up with it. Hayden Stocks with it. Stocks sends it in deep. He is, let's see here, leading scorer points-wise, 10 points for the Blue Devils. Far side, Hastings lowers the boom, tries to free it up and does. Boy, 3 Pointers collide here coming toward the bench, and fortunately, nobody worse for wear out of that train wreck right down below us here as the change was on. Shot block here by Hastings, can't clear it out of midair. Dayakawa ends up with it, cycling in the far corner. Now it's Nicholas Stevens. Stevens half wall in the far side, tied up from behind. Hastings in there, trying to kick it free. Blue Devils kick it out, and it comes right to Aiden Mosier. Mosier to Manning, ahead. Alec Hamady. Collision, and redirects and goes up and out of play, and we get a whistle. 16:36 to go here in the first. Still scoreless.
A lot of neutral zone action so far. Both teams feeling each other out a little bit. Not a lot of scoring chances. Stout's doing a nice job of slowing the Pointers down through the neutral zone so far. They might come through with a little bit more vigor. Looks like the Blue Devils have now got a face-off warning and got a guy thrown out.
All right, off the draw control. Just 3 freshmen in the lineup here for the Blue Devils. It's an experienced group. Turner Richards, freshman for the Pointers, turns it around. Blue Devils hammer it right back in the Pointer end. Eftemoski behind. Eftemoski, long-range pass here. And it is Turner Richards. I'm not sure why that icing is waved off, because it was clearly on the right side of the red line, but we'll see. All right, kicking it around. Here is Arhip Sidorovich. He'll fire a shot, turned aside, and then he's hammered near side. 2-on-2 back the other way. Richards, right wing, brings it in with Norris. Leaves it. Norris spinning. Far face-off circle, puts the brakes on. Gino Colangelo up the middle, gets to a backhander. Point-blank shot save made by Monaco. And the Blue Devils back the other way. Beautiful work there between Richards, Colangelo, and Blake Norris. Now it's William Schofield in. He'll fire a shot, kicked aside by Proctor, and here's Engelbert. To the right wing, Turner Richards flips it off. He'll go deep. Far corner, Colangelo. Just a tick off there. Engelbert tried to get it. Now Colangelo takes it back. He spins high. He'll go deep toward Engelbert behind the net. Engelbert, Owen Dean rattled it around. Ryan Hintz, far point. Hintz wires a shot, hit a body. That's one of the Blue Devils in front. As it's Sam Kroon sends it off the near wall and out, but Hunter O'Brien sends it back the other way. Colangelo, 2-on-1, slides it. Owen Dean with a shot, rebound, loose shot, Colangelo, and somehow a defender, I think, down in the ice got a stick on it to keep it from going out. Monaco was down and out far side. Best chance of the night for the Pointers. Hintz is rocked, but got the puck deep. It goes past the goaltender, and that allows Shemilevsky to get to it. Near side, poked away from him, and the Blue Devils sweep a backhander up far side, tipped away at the red line momentarily. Now Alex Johnson feeds it back. Long range pass, Shemilevsky on the far side through to the middle. Johnson will bring it between two defenders, and a late whistle, and they're saying an offsides.
Yeah,
is that what it is? 14:40 to go here in the first.
Yeah, Johnson just a tick off sides at the offensive blue line. Good job, Pointers. Getting to their game a little bit here the last couple shifts. A couple good shots on goal. Get the freshman goaltender. Got to see him get a lot of pucks on him. See, make him work tonight.
14:40 to go here in the first. 6-4 the shots in favor of the Blue Devils. Mosier, near side. Backhands it in, Alex Johnson. Good job to get there. Here now to Shemilevsky. Nico, near side, looks to center. Mosier pushed a shot wide. Johnson gets to it in the far face-off circle. Out high to Joe Manning. He'll wire a shot through up high. Got the glass. Near corner, Mosier tips it free. Pizarchuk giving chase. He's cut off by a defender here in the near corner, but got tied up with the referee. That allows Shemilevsky to get in there and play it up close. Now it's Johnson in the near corner. Slides it out high to Aiden Mosier. Mosier a move and off a stick and out of the zone. This is going to allow the Blue Devils to change a couple. Pointers are going to change a couple as well as they had to touch up. 13:55 to go in the first, still scoreless. Far side tipped loose, read beautifully by Eftimowski. He'll look to center. Far side as he read the play on the far side and then spun away from him from behind by Aiden Stocks. Stocks ahead into Nicholas Stevens. Stevens forced wide there by Racigal. They're tied up and drag each other behind the net. Kicked free and it'll come loose to Sean Bunting. Bunting to Pizarchuk, cross ice Eftimowski. He'll get to the red line and flip it deep. Bunting giving chase with Gunnar Moore. Moore near side. And it is Bunting sends it back in once again. They'll give chase. Hunter Hastings reaching, but Blue Devils clear it. They'll come through with Hayden Stocks up the middle. Stocks near corner, ridden out by Racigal. Now centering pass, walks through, shot, fired, shoulder, save. Rebound is pushed wide by the Blue Devils. Behind the net they go. Now digging it out, Racigal near side. He's rocked hard on the near side, but gets right back up. Long range shot, hit a body, and now a collision here as Proctor went up to make a shoulder save just as one of the Blue Devils get into the net, and they collide a bit. And that is, let's see here, Nicholas Stevens. They have a good laugh at each other, and they'll reset, and Alex Proctor battling there. Sean kind of jumped up to make that shoulder save.
Well, the puck was one of those high riser headhunters, as you like to say, Tom, and Prox went up, and I think what he was trying to do is just hold Stevens from falling down, you know. Prox normally is pretty cool and calm.
Little dance
in the crease there.
Why not? Near side, flip back to the middle. And chipped out of the zone by the Pointers ahead. Pretty good job here by Gabe Randall, working back the other way with Turner Richards. Ryan Hintz pokes it free again as through the neutral zone they go. Richards gets it deep, gets it around, no icing. Tyler Fisker there, he's bumped by Hamady. Puck loose on the near side, trying to poke it free there was Hunter O'Brien. Peugeot spun around in the near face-off circle. Long-range shot goes wide. Hintz pinching in. He'll shove it to Hamady. Right in front. Richards with a shot turned aside. Now trying to wrap around. Comes loose right in front. And cleared out by the Blue Devils. And back the other way, Tristan Terrien. Terrien up the right wing. Ryan Hintz veers him off and cuts behind his own net. Hintz around, will chip it off the glass, up ahead through a defender, 2-on-1. Hamady back the other way, comes in, Hamady waits, wrap around, lost it. Had Owen Dean wide open, but fanned on it when he tried to throw it back out in front and went into the end board hard.
And he's down.
Now backhand here as Pointers back the other way. We'll get a whistle here. Alec Hamady went awkwardly into the end board, Sean. As he tried to shove the puck back out in front, we'll get a whistle here. 11:54 to go here in the first period, still scoreless, but Sean,
best chances of the night so far here for the Pointers in the last couple of shifts.
Yep, as they're able to kind of put some pressure on the Blue Devil defense as we're looking to see how Alec is doing as the training staff comes out to attend to him. But yeah, they've done a nice job of forcing a couple turnovers right at that offensive blue line and quick transitioning into some quick offense. And the Pointers have defense also have done a nice job of reading the play, jumping in, being that fourth forward to kind of create a little bit of an odd man situation down low.
All right, so River Falls and Superior are underway at Hunt Arena. They are scoreless there. And Sean, over the Thanksgiving holiday, the Spartans of Dubuque went and won the Superior Showdown. What was it? They beat
Superior
Yep. In the championship game after dispatching of Lawrence.
No,
right?
they beat Superior in the semifinal game and they beat Lawrence in the championship
and Lawrence
game.
in the championship game. So both upsets there. And we'll see, but we said when we were down in Dubuque, Seamus Gregory's got the Spartans going. They've got some talent and nothing but confidence there. And they're taking on Concordia of Wisconsin here. Alec Hamady makes his way back to the bench here. So their game in scoreless. Sean, couple games in the Eastern time zone trying a 3-0 lead over St. Norbert with 3 in the second period. And it is a 3-2 lead for Adrian over MSOE as well. All right, here's the Pointers. Engelbert reaching for it. Colangelo looks to send it deep. Coming up on 11:40 to go here in the first period. Tiro. Spinning move at the red line. Dodges a defender and flips a backhander deep. It goes behind the net to Aiden Mosier. Engelbert with it now. Engelbert to Manning. Flips it. A little flipper to the far corner. Owen Dean will chip it around. Engelbert near side. Centers it back through. Wide open. Manning whiffs on it. Owen Dean picks it up. Fires a shot. Shot blocked there by the Blue Devils, and they'll flip it up. And this will go down the length of the ice. Should roll far enough for icing. Yes, just does here with 11:10 to go in the first. Still scoreless.
I'm just looking at Coach Mike McDonald. Like, what is that, an icing? Well, your boy just flipped it from his own face-off dot the length of the ice.
Kind of thought it was going to die, but it didn't.
Okay. Offensive zone face-off here for the Pointers coming up. You got Alex Johnson's line out there.
Brandon Schrader with a dissertation here.
Yes.
Stout bench. Face-off won by Alex Johnson. Out high to Blake Norris. He'll whip down it. And carved out of the zone there. Nico Shemilevsky cycles back with it ahead of the right wing to Eftimovsky. He'll flip it deep. Boy, Alex Johnson, Sean, he continues to look good here for the Pointers. Shemilevsky bangs it free. Far corner, Eftimovsky. He'll slide it back out high. Pizarchuk hustling, able to hold the zone. Wires a shot up high. And the Blue Devils pick it up. Vanden Heuvel back the other way. Ethan Vanden Heuvel, excuse me. And then around the boards. Back near the blue line, Brendan Boyce. McCabe Dvorak hammered on the near side. Now behind the net. Here's Eftimovsky. Flips it far side. Alex Johnson. Sean, looking at the Stout roster. Less numbers than the Pointers. The Pointers have a little light roster. Now a shot fired. That's a shoulder save made out high. Ryan Hintz will pick it up. Hintz around. He'll center it in front. Pizarchuk rebound shot turned aside. He had 2 chances. Shemilevsky knocked down in front of the net. Penalty call coming up here. Alex Proctor to the bench for an extra attacker. Shemilevsky. He'll get there first. Chips it and then hammered down on the near side. Pointers still with it. Racegel fires it over. Pointers go inside, come in, walking in, shot fired, save made, rebound. Ryan Hintz gets it there. Delayed penalty call, extra attacker. Far side, Quentin Hill puts the brakes on. Hill near side to Shemilevsky. Shemilevsky out high. One-timer by Racegel deflected wide. Rebound chipped to the side of the net. Pointers still with it. Now this is Gabe Randall with it out high. Racegel, far side. Hill fires a shot. That misses. Racegel holds it in at the point of the near side. 9.5 to go. Pointers on a delayed penalty call. Just missed Pizarchuk on the near side. And now they'll touch it up.
The Pointers
and we'll
just
get a whistle.
it up.
And now they'll come and we'll see Racegel a collision here. The original call coming.
Did they get?
And 9:26 to go. We'll see. And I think we're going to get the media timeout, and they'll sort it out here. 9:26 to go in the first, scoreless here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Pointers fans, stay connected to your favorite Pointers teams with the official mobile app of UW Stevens Point Athletics, presented by Skyward. Featuring real-time news alerts, schedules, and more, the new UWSP Athletics app is free. To download the app to your smartphone or tablet, visit the Apple Store or Google Play Store and search for UWSP Pointers Athletics. The official mobile app of UW-Stevens Point Athletics, presented by Skyward.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. McCabe Dvorak for cross-checking is going to be the only penalty, Sean. And Stevens Point to the power play.
As it was right behind the net, so an easy call. The Pointers able to get some offensive pressure. As we look at the power play numbers, Tom, I have no idea what website to look at anymore as far as power play numbers go and what's right. But what I found on the WIAC website was the Pointers 3 for 19, 15.8%, third in the WIAC, 71st overall in the country. Penalty kill numbers for the Blue Devils, 20 of 23, 87% even, third in the WIAC, 14th overall in the country.
I think you're a week short, my friend. You're a game short.
And I blame the WIAC website.
Now, there you go. 3 of 22 for the Pointers, 13.6%. And the official tally on Stout, 26 of 29, 89.9. So you're in the ballpark.
I like to be right.
There you go. Near side. Here's Engelbert in left wing. Engelbert trying to set it up here. Now they'll go near corner, faking. Now they'll throw it back through. Nobody home. O'Brien feeds it far side to Owen Dean. Dean down low. Sean Bunting in. Oh, a little redirect there with Shemilevsky. Couldn't get that to go. Out high at the point again, Hunter O'Brien. O'Brien, far side to Owen Dean. Shot block comes down in front. Bunting couldn't get a shot off. Now jammed at again in front of the net. Blue Devils pick it up, and they'll lift it down the length of the ice. Couple of good chances. As we're midway through the power play with 8:20 to go. Now Proctor collides with the defender again. Near side, Colangelo ahead. Pointers a lot of poking and hoping here. Not working out now. Finally Pizarchuk with it. Throws it back to the middle. Pointers are good here as Colangelo after it, but the Blue Devils in control. They're going to whip it down far corner. It's going to come toward Alex Proctor. He'll shove it back up far side for Quentin Hill. Hill corrals it, slings it ahead. Alex Johnson with a skate, now pokes it back. Here's Quentin Hill into the far side. Hill tries to chip it deep. Blue Devils get a body on it. Sam Kroon, far corner, out high. Held at the point by Hintz to Alex Johnson. He'll wire a shot through. Little redirect off the Hill. That's blockered aside by Monaco. And here comes Stout back the other way. Arhip Sidorovich chips it around Ryan Hintz. 8 seconds to go in the power play as we approach 7.5 to go. Far side Pizarchuk. Here's Colangelo right up the middle. Poked away from him. They may have a 2-on-1. Dvorak coming. And now they'll call him off, and they'll go right to the front of the net, turning, waiting for a shot. Backhanded, easy shot and a goal. Oh, the Pointers totally lost Adrian Stasniak, who easily tips it by Alex Proctor. A breakdown there, Sean. Blue Devils, just as we go back to 5-on-5, strike for the game's first goal.
Yeah, just terrible breakdown by the Pointers. And it's kind of been the bugaboo, right? In this first half is the Pointers will put together 5, 6, 7 really good minutes of hockey, and then a breakdown in front of Alex Proctor. You lose a man completely. It's going to end up in your back of your net every time. Stout up 1-0 early here at a dead quiet Willett Arena.
All right. Wired in by the Pointers here. Now going to answer. Blake Norris ahead. Taking it out. Here's Tiro. Back the other way. 2-on-1 maybe. Oh, broken up beautifully by Eftimowski. He'll push it to the near side. Adrian Stasniak from Noah Tyrrell at 12:43 for the Blue Devils. Eftimowski back, flips it, far side, out of the reach of Turner Richards. He got a stick on it, though, back on the far boards. Eftimowski to Richards in the far corner. Richards looks to go to a backhand. Instead, rims it around. Alec Hamady, good to see him back out there. Sets up in the near corner. Big hit on the near side, freed it up. Stout, however, paid the price, got it deep, and will change all 5 here with 6.5 to go here in the first. Randall pushes it ahead. Hunter Hastings fires it. Bunting, the first to get there in the near corner. He collides with Tyler Pfister behind the net, trying to center it out. Mosier near side. Aiden Mosier, he'll flip a shot, hit a shin pad in front. Stick lift. Pointers still can't get it ahead. They'll send it to Hayden Stocks. Stocks, far boards, chip there, and held in the zone by the Blue Devils, but
Pointers tying it up but walking away with it, and a shot fired, stick lifted the back. And Stevens' shot ends up going wide, near side, and then Stevens gets it back. Steven picked up by Quentin Hill and then roped down in the play. Pointers now a 3-on-2 developing as Bunting brings it back up. Mosier on the near side. Aiden Mosier throws it in front of the net, and they just missed. Hunter Hastings to it. He'll send it back in front of the net. That went wide. Here's Aiden Mosier now, near side of the blue line. Slides it up the near wall. Back toward the middle, broken up by the Blue Devils, and they're going to ice the puck here. And we'll get a whistle with 5.5 minutes to go in the first. And the Blue Devils a 1-0 lead. Sean, big women's hockey series in Columbus has gone final.
Okay.
Number 1, Wisconsin 2, Ohio State 1.
That's a big win for Bucky.
Big win for Bucky. And what is it? Badger men playing at Notre Dame to close out what's been a fantastic first season. Our
First half.
good friend Brian Posick, I've been listening to him quite a bit. Sounds like he's having some fun. A wiring shot that got the glass. Bounces side of the net. Pointer's trying to jab for a rebound. Here's Pizarchuk. He'll go out high to Adam Raysigal. Raysigal far side. Hunter O'Brien out there with him. Comes in the near corner trying to set up Shemaleski. Raysigal, couple of head fakes. Here's Shemaleski back far side. O'Brien wires a shot, just missed. That may have been tipped by Pizarchuk side of the net. Now Stout trying to clear it, lifts it up into the netting and out of play. We'll get a whistle with 5:01 to go here in the third.
Yeah, if you remember last year, Tom, this game at Willett Arena was a tightly affaired 2-2 tie here at Willett. And it's just a big weekend here. The Pointers cannot afford to, get down any farther than they are right now.
2-2 with a shootout win to get the point. And then 5-1 and 1-0 overtime wins in Menominee. Sidorovich looks to center. Hunter O'Brien breaks that up. Shemalevsky ahead to Alex Johnson. Johnson has a trailer with him. That's Pizarchuk. Johnson poked off the play. Pizarchuk keeps it going. Shot off the mask of Monaco. And in the far face-off circle, off a skate, Hunter O'Brien gathers it back in. He'll flip a backhander ahead. Colangelo in. Pizarchuk toward the front of the net. Colangelo sets it up. Little dip move there. Tried to center it. And he'll wrap all the way around the net now and come back to the near side. Here's Pizarchuk out high. Blake Norris wires a shot off the side of the net. Pizarchuk poked it free again as he and Colangelo work. Norris hustling in on the near side. Squirts out in front of the net, but nobody home for the Pointers. And Brendan Boyce in the far corner. A pass up the middle. Owen Dean got a piece of it. Boy, he had bigger thoughts, I think, there. But Jake McAlpine firing a wiring shot low. Vandenheuvel now. Evan Vandenheuvel around. And Engelbert will reverse back on the far side and get free in the far corner, trying to get a little space here. Turns it over, but it's deflected out of the zone nicely by Owen Dean. Dean racing for the puck, but Vandenheuvel gets there first and sends it deep. Blake Norris leaves it behind the net. Here's Eftimowski right out in front of his own net. Goes right wing to Engelbert. Up ahead, weaving his way through is Owen Dean. He'll back his way off. Got piled up on the far side, but Engelbert walks away with it. Now it's Mosier with it, firing a shot. Another shot blocked by the Blue Devils. Dean to the rebound far side, poked away, and Gunnar Moore away with it. Poked away again here, this time by Alec Hamady. 3:10 to go here in the first. 1-0 Stout. Long range shot in here on Alex Proctor. He'll glove and hold, and we'll get a whistle with 3:07 to go in the period.
Yeah, Stout still leading shots on goal, 9-8. So they've had the better of the opportunity.
Face off to the right side of Alex Proctor. Blue Devils out to the blue line, and now they'll wire it around. Badger men tied at 3 with Notre Dame in the second. Hamady blew a tire. So Noah Tyrrell picks it up and flips it ahead. Now Aiden Mosier steps in to pick it up away from him. It's Gabe Randall with a hip check on the far side. Here's Blake Norris waltzing his way through. Aiden Mosier. Mosier now to Gabe Randall. He's going to walk it, tee it up, kicked aside by Monaco. Boy, Monaco has held strong here, Sean, for the freshman. Now wire it across. Alec Hamady going to get there. Sweeps it in front of the net, redirected there. And Randall got a piece of it and then cleared out. Manning trying to keep it in front. Hayden Stocks to the left wing. This is Stevens. Stevens flips it ahead. Bad angle shot. Wrap around wide open, but a defender alert stick there. Kept it out of an open net. Pointers send the puck to link to the ice and dodge a major league bullet. Has a wraparound with a wide open net. And it was defender's stick other than Alex Proctor that kept that puck out of the net.
Yeah, you know Prox is going to be aggressive at the start of that wraparound. He'll gamble and try to knock that puck out before the wraparound starts, but we've seen it a couple times this year. If he misses that play, the back or the weak side part of the net is wide open. Good job by the Pointer defense to get back in play.
All right, this is Peugeot with it. He'll wire a shot. Held in at the point near side by Felix Cadieux-Fredette, who now fires a shot that goes wide. Good effort here by Turner Richards. He slows it down, but an even better effort here by Artip Sidorovich to keep it going along the blue line.
Pointers got to hustle on this change.
Yep, now they do. They'll finish a change. Blue Devils walk right in and poke free for a minute, and then it breaks down again. Shot save made by Proctor through traffic. And back the other way, Joe Manning leads the charge. Manning to Pizarchuk near side. Goes back to Manning. He's going to walk in, rifle a shot. Shoulder save made there by Monaco. To the rebound behind the net is Pizarchuk. He'll slide it through, but it's behind Ryan Hintz and comes all the way out of the zone. Adam Racigel with it. He'll race in on the far side. Racigel, trailer pass to Shemilevsky. Puts the brakes on to get some space. Long range shot. Ooh, that gets through. Rebound by Pizarchuk goes wide. Shemilevsky, far corner now. He'll try to stuff it through, and then we'll get it back right at the blue line in the middle. Minute to go in the period. Pointers coming in, trying a wraparound here. Jammed at Shemilevsky, a shot. Monaco a save. Couldn't cover it up. Rebound still loose in the far corner. Shemilevsky in there, trying to keep it alive, but it's Adrian Stasniak, the goal scorer here. Now comes side of the net. No, jam it in front shot. Oh, Pizarchuk hit the near post. Got it through the 5-hole of Monaco, but hit the near post and stayed out. Blue Devils flip it. Here's Ryan Hintz. Trying to hustle ahead, goes to Johnson in the middle. Alex Johnson now far side. Pizarchuk wires a shot behind the net with 30 seconds to go in the period. Blue Devils lift it out again, and what do we have here? Whistle?
Too many? Too
And
many
too
on
many
Stout.
men on Stout.
I think that's the call.
The linesman blew it dead back here.
Yep, it's going to be a bench minor on Stout.
Too
For
many men on the ice. Looks like Evan Vandenheuvel will serve the penalty time, and Stevens Point will get a face-off and a late power play chance here.
Well, let's hope this power play is better than the last one. It was not good, and it led to a goal. So too many men on the ice for this Blue Devils. Good hard work and a good forecheck by the Pointers create that play. So you get 26.2 seconds here of the rest of the first period up a man, and hopefully you can cash in. Don't even worry about the second period, right?
Yeah. Face off to the left side of Sebastian Monaco, and Stout does what they need to do, win the draw, hammer it deep. Right off the get-go here. See if we can get a last charge here. Hunter O'Brien up, Engelbert left wing through the neutral zone, fed it ahead to Shemilevsky. 10 seconds to go in the period. Near side, now Owen Dean centers it. Bunting hammers a shot, deflected. Rebound loose, Monaco a save, turned aside, 2 seconds to go. And now they'll get it. Owen Dean lands on it as the horn sounds, and Stevens Point, Sean, will carry a minute 33 to go. Better power play here to start period number 2.
Better, that last 2-3 minutes better for the Pointers, but they got to get all together, some more tempo going as a whole hum first period here. Have the Pointers down a goal.
Yep. Kind of a couple steps forward, a couple steps back here and there. Who knows? All right, Pointer assistant coach Joey Haydock joins us. Did you get enough turkey?
I did.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
Went to the Weiss Grandma's. Yep.
Perfect.
Plenty of food.
Good. All right, you did some good things, some not so good things there. Just kind of got to wait for things to come out in the wash a little bit here, huh?
Yeah, a little bit there. I mean, we've had some pretty good ozone pressure there, a couple really good looks, and again, we just got to finish. And, you know, that goal against, we just got to stay a little bit tighter up in the neutral zone and slow them down a little bit, gave them a little bit too much space.
And your D-zone coverage, knowing who's got what and where is an important thing to communicate to each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, communication, sticks, our routes coming back, y'all got to put it together.
Got to keep this 5-on-5, too. That's in your best interest, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like, when you get it rolling 5-on-5, like, we match up really well against anyone.
All right, big opportunity here, 90 seconds of a power play. Get that going. That wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah, absolutely. See if you can maybe draw something up here.
All right, Coach. Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, boys.
All right, the Pointer assistant coach Joey Haydock here after 20 minutes of play. Stout a 1-0 lead. We will come back and tell you about it in just a bit. 1-0 Stout here on the Pointer Sports Network.
U.S. Bank is proud to be your UW-Stevens Point campus banking partner. Open a U.S. Bank Smartly checking account and show your Pointer spirit every time you use your U.S. Bank Visa Affinity debit card. Manage your money and take control of fees with a checking account for students. Learn more at usbank.com/UWSP or visit the UWSP branch office at the Dreyfus University Center. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Brightline Investigations reminds everyone that firearm safety is everyone's responsibility. Any firearm not in use should be safely unloaded and secured. Brightline Investigations is a federal firearms licensee, NRA law enforcement, and USCCA certified instructor. Find out more at brightlineinvestigations.com. For all your professional firearms training and investigative needs, choose Brightline Investigations. Hughes Service is your local family-owned Ford dealer. For your next new or used vehicle or all your service needs, Hughes Service has you covered. If you're looking to lease or finance your next Ford, Hughes Service has competitive lease specials and financing options on new Ford vehicles and an extensive collection of quality pre-owned and certified vehicles at affordable prices to suit your needs. Come see what your neighbors already know. You're always welcome at Hughes Service in Millador.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, our first intermission. Stout on the road, a lead after 20 minutes. Got to think Mike McDonald is happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Come out, play a good road period. Aggressive after the whistles, and you got yourself a lead after a Pointer defensive breakdown.
All right, it is Adrian Staszniak, his first of the year at 12:43, assisted by Noah Tyrrell, and the Blue Devils have the 1-0 lead. Shots on goal 14-12 in favor of the Pointers. Pointers will have 1:33 remaining on their second power play of the night, only credited with one shot so far through 2 minutes 27 seconds of power play time, and gave up the goal to Stout right after the last one. So maybe an opportunity to get that going there. Sebastian Monaco, the freshman, was sharp, I thought, in the first period. 14 saves for the Blue Devils. Alex Proctor, 11 first period saves. Stevens Point winning 53.3% of the faceoffs as well. Other WIAC game is end of one at, let's see. Is it in River Falls? It is, right? No, it's at Superior. It is at Superior. Daniel Roosevelt for the Yellow Jackets at 10:35 gave the Yellow Jackets a 1-0 lead before Luke Margano on the power play for the Falcons at 15:33. They are tied at 1 after 20 minutes between the Falcons and the Yellow Jackets. Shots on goal 8-5 in favor of the Blue Devils, or excuse me, of the Falcons here. So each team with a power play goal, Sean. As Superior 1-for-1, River Falls 1-for-2. You think Yellow Jackets got a little bit of a bad taste in their mouth after last weekend?
Well, I hope they
Losing twice in their own tournament?
I hope they do. Goodness.
Who knows? We'll see. A big matchup there. All right, in the MIAC tonight, it is end of one at Concordia Moorhead. The Cobbers a 1-0 lead. As, let's see here, shot 17-10 in favor of Concordia Moorhead and a 1-0 lead there. Gustavus with a goal at 6:32 of the first from Jair Ludke. And it is Gustavus, a 1-0 lead over Augsburg. It is St. Scholastica and Hamlin late in the first period from St. Paul. That game is tied at 1. In the NCHA, 2 complete from Arrington Ice Arena. Number 3, Adrian, a 5-2 lead over MSOE. A game that was 3-2 after one period. And looks like MSOE here, though, perhaps has scored late in the period here to make it 5-2 as they went through. So we'll check that out here because something's not adding up here. So actually it's Adrian on the power play scoring late there to extend their lead to 5-2. Lake Forest 20 minutes in the books from Fond du Lac. They lead Marion by a score of 3-2. Dubuque and Concordia of Wisconsin are tied at 1. Zach Klein for the Spartans gave them a 1-0 lead before Evan Forrest answering at 9:41. So they went back and forth there in under a minute to stay even at 1 after 20 minutes in suburban Milwaukee. Aurora is at Lawrence. 3 first-period goals for the Spartans, who continue to move up the rankings and solidify their place at the top of the standings here. 3-1 after a split last weekend with St. Norbert, and they are just starting the third period in Angola, Indiana. It is Trine with 3 in the second. St. Norbert, a late goal in the second period from Gustav Portillo, and it's 3-1, 10th-ranked Trine leading 4th-ranked St. Norbert in that one. Pointer women this afternoon, 6-1 victors over Beloit to get a WIAC win and improve to 7-3. It is Jenna Britz with a pair of goals. Kaya Johnson, Abby Skelly, all those their first collegiate goals here today. So
what did you say last night? They had at times they had 10 freshmen on the in the lineup last night. So
and if you include the freshman goaltender, it's 11. So we'll see. And Maddie Anderle out of the lineup injured here for the Pointers, probably one of their, if not their best player, one of their better. So they'll get Natalie Ahern keeping things going for the Pointers from a leadership standpoint there. But so they get the win, and they'll play again tomorrow at 2 o'clock. On the women's side, Eau Claire will play at Superior tomorrow. Other thought here, Sean, while we have an extra second here, is rankings-wise, Hobart, unanimous number 1, 20 votes in each poll. And, you know, it's funny how similar the polls are. If you start with the D3HockeyNews.com poll, Hobart, Aurora, Adrian, St. Norbert, Oswego, your top 5. U.S. College Hockey flip-flops Oswego and St. Norbert at 4-5. Then it goes Hamilton, University of New England, Curry, and Geneseo, and Trine. Those are identical. 5-5 Utica is 11th, still getting the love in the D3HockeyNews.com poll. They are 14th in the U.S. College Hockey Online poll. Endicott, Babson, St. Olaf in the poll, 14th in the D3HockeyNews.com poll. Superior and Eau Claire getting votes on the West there.
We were texting back and forth last weekend. Maybe one of the best ones of the weekend for you was, I give credit to Utica for scheduling who they schedule. Yeah. But if you don't win the games, it means jack.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right.
You want to build your NPI and you do all that. You play the tough teams. You got to beat them.
You got to win. Yeah. And I continue to argue with the rest of the pollsters about how the heck they're ranked. But it is what it is, right? I mean, it's.
Yeah. And let's say, you know, the other thing to look at here, Sean, if you look at the NPI rankings.
Yes, that's really the big one
that there. Right now, Eau Claire leading the charge 19th in the NPI.
For WIC.
So what is it? Is it 10 auto bids this year, I think?
Yep,
right?
10 auto bids, 4 at larges.
4 at large.
The first 2 get an automatic buy, I believe, if I was reading bracketology right.
All that fun stuff.
All that fun stuff.
And I know what, out east, Hobart and Oswego playing each other, right?
Yep.
Into the third period, that is at Oswego, and that's a conference game now as well, right?
Exactly. The statesman moved to the SUNYAC this year.
So 4-1 Hobart there in a battle of unbeaten teams there. And I don't know. I think this year is going to be
bring it on,
wide open, just as much as it can. Just
exactly.
See what you got at the end and get in. You know, I mean, that's the different thing for the Pointers for a year like this.
Yes.
You know, you've got that automatic bid down. You know, right now 4 losses already.
You're done.
If you were doing the at-large thing, you'd have to win out or go on a a 20-1 run or something crazy like that to get your NPI up there. But we'll see. But nonetheless, you know, as I think what did Coach say in his post game from Superior that. He's not known for his patience, so I'll be anxious to get that going here. So again, all right, Stout a 1-0 lead here. We'll be back here again tomorrow night with Beloit coming to town, and again, for those of you who are new, Beloit is the new Northland, much like Dubuque is the new Finlandia from a couple years ago when Finlandia shut down Northland shut down, moved their operations to Beloit. The Pointer women down there, and it'll be interesting to talk to Coach Nideman to get the facility report there. They are playing out of the Woodman's Center, which is a brand new rink built for the North American Hockey League's Janesville Jets down there, and have heard very positive reviews of what that is. So, of course, the Pointers will go down there in February, and it's Beloit taking the schedule of Northland basically coming through. So we'll see there. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Second period action. Stevens Point trailing Stout 1-0. We'll have a minute 33 remaining on a power play when we begin period number 2. This is Pointer Hockey on the Pointer Sports Network. At Dahl Auto, every pre-owned vehicle goes through a 169-point inspection. They also include a 7-month, 7,000-mile limited warranty with every qualifying pre-owned vehicle. Find out more at Dahl Honda, 3700 North Point Drive, and Dahl Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Highway 10 East, Stevens Point. Rock and Roll Cafe is proud to be a part of the Stevens Point community and would like to thank everyone for all the support over the past 9 years. With high-quality food and a fun, inviting atmosphere, Rock and Roll Cafe features all-day breakfast and a Friday fish fry with convenient ordering for takeout and delivery. Rock and Roll Cafe, a little corner where everybody's welcome and treated like a rock star. Open Monday through Sunday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 2801 Stanley Street, Stevens Point. Support for Pointers Hockey is brought to you by Wellston Properties, a local real estate rental and investment company providing quality housing options for students, families, professionals, and everyone in between, especially hockey players. Also by Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin-Robbins, 617 Division Street in Stevens Point, and Marshall Clinic Health System, the official sports medicine provider of UW-Stevens Point Athletics. Visit marshallclinic.org to learn more. More than just a grocery store, Festival Foods is a family-owned company that provides high-quality products and an exceptional guest experience. At Festival Foods, we believe our helpfulness shouldn't stop at our stores. That's why you'll find us in our communities doing our part in helping others to make a positive difference. Festival Foods is proud to partner with community organizations and all those who embody the community spirit of Wisconsin. Festival Foods, happy to help and a proud sponsor of UW-Stevens Point Athletics. Nothing beats the excitement of UW-Stevens Point Athletics. Advance tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu. All right, back here at Willett Arena. Minute 13 to go. Sean, it's been tough sledding for the Pointer power play here to start the year. And if there's ever a time, right?
There's ever a time. I feel like we talked about it 2 weeks ago Friday. Yeah. If there's ever a time to get that power play going, now is the time. And you'll get a minute 33 here of a power play of their second of the night. And you like what they did at the end of that first period, that 26-second bunch there. They were able to get a couple good shots on goal. I feel like they just got to pick up the aggressive level and turn up the pace here on UW-Stout. I felt like at times it looked like the Pointers were stuck in the mud at times through the neutral zone and such. So it really looked for them to turn up the pace. The second period's kind of been the bugaboo period for the Pointers this year. So a good chance to get it going on our right foot here with a minute 33 of a power play coming up.
And I think the other thing here, Sean, is, if you're Mike McDonald here, you just told your fellas, you got a 1-0 lead here on the road. Don't give it back here.
Yeah, exactly. And you got a freshman goaltender feeling it pretty much.
All right, Alex Proctor will take up residence down to the left. Minute 33 remaining on the too many men on the ice penalty to the Blue Devils. And they win the draw and dump it back. Nico Shemilevsky back to get it. He'll come through the neutral zone. Owen Dean now in on the near side. Somehow they stay on side. And here's Sean Bunting to Hunter O'Brien at the point. O'Brien with a couple of power play goals here for the Pointers. And it's Engelbert out high to O'Brien. Owen Dean with one, Quentin Hill with one as well. Now they try to chip it right in front to Shemilevsky. He's knocked off the play there. And this will allow the Blue Devils to get possession and clear it out. Far side, Bunting will run traffic and lost the handle on it. And they'll chop it back down again. All right, here's Shemilevsky up the middle. Feeds it Owen Dean on the near side. Shemilevsky taken down, and they were trying to set him up on the back door there, and now poked away. But it's Engelbert. Pretty good job here. Now Pointers are off sides here. Owen Dean will have to cycle back here as he thought he had touched up, and they'll say no. They will reset. Blue Devils just going to hold back strong here, and they're just going to lift it up. But Alex Johnson, a good job to get a glove on it. 3-on-2 developing. Far side, nothing doing. Pizarchuk now chips it around. Here's Engelbert to Johnson on the near side. Out of his reach, up to Mosky. Now back, throws it behind the net. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Blue Devils take it away again. Spinning free, and now ricochets out again. Gabe Randall kicks it down. Tripped up on the play. Penalty call coming up here. And another tripping call here, and Stout's going to go right back a man down. A tripping call here is Gabe Randall trying to hold the puck in the zone. And the Pointers right back to the power play. What's it going to take?
Well, maybe this is what's going to take, right?
So, 1 second here of a 5-on-3. Alex Johnson, Gino Colangelo, Quentin Hill, Cody Pizarchuk, and Ryan Hintz. One man out of the box. Pizarchuk walks in, leaves it back. They fan on it. Down low shot. Monaco with a save. Oh, it came right to Colangelo, and he had a great chance. Kept the puck low on the ice. Here's Hintz at the point, near side Pizarchuk. He'll walk in, go back door far side. They fan on it again. Now they throw it back out, and it comes out of the zone. Boy, Sean, just wires crossed all over the place here. Ryan Hintz trying to shake free here from Cullen Diakawa. He finally does that. He'll get ahead of steam, bring it through the neutral zone ahead. Left wing Johnson stuffs it in. Hintz, he'll go after it in the far corner. Now holds it up there. Hintz looking to bring it out high. Now they'll get it to Alex Johnson, brings it to Pizarchuk. Back to Alex on the far side, and the stick goes harpooning up in the air here, and now they swat it away from him. Shot fired. Monaco with a save, and now we get it. Now Quentin Hill knocked down in the play.
Behind the play.
And Quentin Hill cross-checked down from behind, and
Terrell was trying to take out Colangelo too, Tom.
Here's the question, I guess, is did Quentin Hill do enough to draw the original call, and we'll see.
Did Colangelo do something?
Yep. We'll see. They're going to have a little discussion here. 17:36 to go. Yep. It is.
Priester.
Tyler Pfister goes off. And it's going to be a two-man advantage here for the Pointers.
Well, the Pointers, the time is now.
Yeah.
5-on-3 power play, extended power play time here for minute 9. So why would the faceoff come out the side of the zone if the Pointers have the power play?
Unless the Pointers knock the net off, would be one thing.
Okay.
All right, off the draw, here's Owen Dean. Pointers in on side, here's Owen Dean. 5-on-3 advantage. Prime opportunity to turn this thing around. Here's Hunter O'Brien, near side Shemilevsky. Shemilevsky back to O'Brien, no shot, holds. Shemilevsky, a one-timer shot and a goal. Nico Shemilevsky is first of the year on the power play. Just like that, Stevens Point. Back to even.
Yeah, and that's how you do it. We've been kind of wondering where Nico's been, and that's how you set him up on the 5-on-3. And the Pointers have tied the game.
And the nice part is here, Sean, 17 seconds in, you'll still have a minute 43 remaining of a 5-on-4. So power play tally for Shemilevsky. It'll be his first of the year, and just the 4th power play goal of the year for the Pointers. All right, Owen Dean gets to it on the near side, and then Peugeot slides it away from him. Now Big hit on Engelbert on the far side, but Hunter O'Brien flips it ahead. Here's Owen Dean near side, feathers it ahead. Chmielewski after it again. Dean with it, circles it back. O'Brien at the point near side. Skates along. Owen Dean, all kinds of space, just missed the far corner. And O'Brien couldn't hold the zone. He'll pull it back in the neutral zone and leave a backhander on the far side. He's tied up with Hayden Stocks. O'Brien with it now up the far side. He'll go in the zone, leave it there, poked it back ahead again. Now they'll shove it near side. Owen Dean wide open in front of the net as Chmielewski couldn't get it to him. Chmielewski now near side, walks away from a defender, slides it to Dean at the half wall, brings it out to the point O'Brien. Pointers on the power play here just after getting even at 1. They'll go in down low, shot fired, that's deflected, but not up and out of play. Dean with it again, now here's Sean Bunting. He'll cycle with it out high, cross ice pass there. It's Engelbert watching in, fired a shot, that's blocked. Hung up on the side of the net, poked away from behind. Bunting tripped up on the play, and that allows Hayden Stocks to get it and clear it out. Hunter O'Brien back to Owen Dean. He'll chip it back to Hunter O'Brien and reset. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Colangelo. Here's Quentin Hill in, swept away from him. Sidorovich with it. He'll flip it down the length of the ice with 20 seconds to go. 15:50 to go here in the second. Stevens Point with a power play goal, even at 1. Pizarchuk feeding it, far side. Hill in again. Hill tried to throw it toward the front, bouncing puck coming. Colangelo with a shot out of midair and a rebound chance. And now, oh boy, we get a whistle and a penalty here. And this Cody Pizarchuk, I think. Cody Pizarchuk's stick ended up in 2, and it's either going to be a slash or a cross-check on Pizarchuk, I think. Or no, a cross-check on Stout.
It's a penalty on Stout, Tom.
As Pizarchuk taken down, and 3 seconds remaining, and Sean, the Pointers are going to continue the power play here.
Well, I mean, that's
shaking his head coming off here is Will Sinclair. Another cross-checking call here. So, couple of seconds of a 5-on-3. And let's see. We'll get it ready to go to the left side of Monaco. Ryan Hintz, cross-ice Pizarchuk. Tees it up. Oh, had Colangelo on the back door, missed the trigger. Hintz now again. Now on the near side. Hintz waits for it. Quentin Hill cycling with it. Hill to Johnson on the near side. Alex Johnson at the half wall to Hintz at the point. Hintz a shot through traffic. Redirect went just wide. Winners have got it going on here. And now here's another pile up in the near corner. And they'll chip free. Johnson had it for a minute. He slid down in the play. That is a dangerous play. Shot fired, got the glass. Johnson slow to get back up. He'll get back to his feet. Hintz feeds it far side. Boy, I don't know if that was a slew foot or, well, blockered aside by Monaco and up and out now Hill. And you get all kinds of jostling here. And Sean, the Pointers got to be smarter than this because
just skate away.
Get out of here. So far,
every time
going, and let's make sure Alex Johnson is okay, Sean. He got his feet swept out from underneath him. Training staff will chat with him and went down awkwardly. 5 minutes into the second period, tied at 1, minute 21 to go on the Pointer power play here. Fifth power play of the night.
Yeah, 5 straight power plays for the Pointers here to open the game.
Off the draw, hammered down the length of the ice by the Blue Devils. Alex Proctor. Let's not forget, they've scored a boatload of shorthanded goals here. But now Pointers lose the handle through the neutral zone.
And you can see they're starting to hum around the neutral zone a little bit here.
They do, and now Engelbert chips it out ahead. Here's Chmielewski in on the far side. Got through a defender, taken away. They'll lift it down again in the near corner. 50 seconds to go in the 5th power play of the night for the Pointers. Back near side, Owen Dean. Good job to kick it in on side. Keep it on his forehand. Flips it deep to Chmielewski. Back to Owen Dean near side to Hunter O'Brien. Back to Dean near side. Not much there. As the Blue Devils now a shot fired to goal. Got through. Did it get redirected? Sean Bunting, I think, cutting in front, got a piece of it. Another power play goal puts the Pointers in the lead at 2-1.
Well, if the Blue Devils are going to continue to go to the box, the Pointers have to make them pay. A nice little wrister by Hunter O'Brien from the top of the zone, and Sean Bunting was there for the redirect past Monaco, and it's 2-1. Stevens Point on a pair of power play goals here in the second period.
All right, Sean Bunting for the Pointers will get his first of the year. All right, here's Eftimowski, and boy, I think that got the netting here on the near side. Didn't blow it dead, and here's Stout back the other way with some space. They'll wire it in, shot over the shoulder of Proctor. Turner Richards to it in the far corner. Richards, defender on his back, Tyrrell. And Stout weaving through, shot fired, glove save made by Alec Proctor. He'll hang on. 13:48 to go here. Pair of power play goals for the Pointers has gotten them to the lead. Well, Sean, you always want your special teams to be a difference maker.
Well, especially
Either
in a game like
the
this.
kill or the power play, either way.
Yeah.
Build momentum.
Build momentum, and you can see it as it continued here. As the Pointers, had a good 7 minutes of power play time to start the period.
Yeah.
And you tally a couple, and off you go.
Face off to the left side of Alex Proctor, and they're going to kick Quentin Hill out. Stout tried to walk in right off the face-off, and that didn't work. Ryan Hintz chips it for Blake Norris, or Aiden Mosier, excuse me. Hill now to Bunting. He'll lift it up, and this is going to go down the length of the ice for icing against the Pointers. 13:31 to go here in the second. Pointers with a 2-1 lead. Looks like River Falls and the Yellow Jackets still at the end. That doesn't look like they've started the second, or the live stats are frozen.
Let's hope not the
Could
latter.
be either one.
Yep.
Could we go through a game without now? Here's Bunting. Coming back the other way with Hunter Hastings. Near side, Bunting tripped up on the play. Lost the handle. Hastings went down in a heap on the near side as well. Hayden Stocks through. He'll walk through. Backdoor redirected. Went just wide. Now here is Cullen Diakawa with a backhander wide. That's broken up. Nicholas Stevens gets a piece of it. And up into the net again, out of play. We get a whistle. 12:58 to go in the second. And in the netting. Of course, netting all the way around now, with the exception of our perch here in the press box.
Thank goodness.
Which we are grateful for.
Very much so.
Face off to the left side now of Alex Proctor. Blue Devils pull it back. They whiff on it. And Pointers try to kick it out of the zone. They do now. Here's Owen Dean. Feeds it ahead. Ryan Hintz joins the play near side. Hintz looks to center. That's broken up. Round back to the near side. Gunnar Moore will get to it for the Blue Devils. 3-on-2 developing. Moore near side. They'll come right back through far side, and they mishandle it. One too many passes for the Blue Devils that time. And now they'll shove it in front of the net. Adam Racigel got a piece of that. He'll go to the far side with Colangelo, who throws a shoulder to free it up. Out high at the point, Sidorovic. Sidorovic wires a shot that got the glass. Sidorovic, the player of the week a couple of weeks ago. Sidorovic out high. Leaves it to Sinclair at the point. Shot through traffic block there. Here's Colangelo. May have a 2-on-1 if they can hustle, but they're out of gas. Engelbert on. He's tripped up. And near side now, it's Pizarchuk. Racigel will come off. Man, backdoor wide open is Blake Norris. And
the Pointers are changing.
Couldn't get it. No. All right, behind the net now, Sidorovic. Leaves it. He'll come off on a change. 11:50 to go in the second. Pointers have turned around a 1-0 deficit to a 2-1 lead. Eftimowski, far side. Richards hammers it in around to the near side. Shemilevsky gets there. Blue Devils send it the length of the ice. It's deflected by the Pointers, I think they'll say, so no icing. First to get there, Jake McAlpine, but Turner Richards turns him away in the far corner. Richards snaps a pass ahead off of Shemilevsky. He'll get it back in, sweeps it back. Nico half ball on the near side, throws it through to Richards and redirected. And a stout defender blocked the shot. Blue Devils hustle back on the right wing. McCabe Dvorak, I believe. Nope, take that back. It's Sidorovic. Winds it through to the far side. Shemilevsky, no one there ahead. Here's Pizarchuk. Just out of his reach, and the Pointers will be guilty of an icing call here. Now Pizarchuk got hammered
behind the play.
A high stick here, and let's see if that went detected or not. And a stick up under the chin of Cody Pizarchuk. And the referees are going to come over and have a discussion here.
and Brandon Schrader just gave him a penalty for embellishment, Tom.
Really?
Zarchuk's going to the box. Tyler Krieger is...
And an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Tyler Krieger is unloose.
I tell you what, Coach Krieger does not lose his cool very
Ever.
much. So Pizarchuk took the stick up under the chin. And what do we got?
He never loses it like that, Tom.
So Pizarchuk.
Did he get a
will
10
come
too,
off.
Tom?
I'm not sure. So we'll see. But
Alex Johnson actually is in the box, Tom.
so I don't know if this is a bench for unsportsmanlike or what it is.
Why does he continue to have to be part of the game, Tom? There was a clear chop behind the play, and just leave it at that. Either call it or don't, and then just leave it.
Yeah.
And he continues to have to be a part of these games.
Well, you had to know after getting 5 straight.
Well, right.
That
It was going to come either way. Well, listen
So
for the
it's
call
Alex
here.
Johnson for unsportsmanlike conduct, I guess. That's a bench minor for unsportsmanlike conduct being served by Alex Johnson. Turnover now, near side. Here's Kroon from the point. And Stout now down in the near corner, looks to center. Around it goes Kroon, feeds it far side. Sidorovich back near side, broken up. Here
Go,
is
boys.
back the other way, Gabe Randall. Feeds it far side to Alec Amity. Stout power play 5 of 28, 17.9%. The shot is lifted in, and Monaco going to get down and cover it up.
Well, here we go.
Yep. So 5 of 28, 17.9% is the Stout power play. Pointer penalty kill 23 of 27, 85.2. .10:31 to go here in the second period. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead. Stout a minute 28 remaining on their first power play. Right off the draw, a shot by Engelbert goes high. Here's Joe Manning with it now, feeds it back deep. The Pointers ride some penalty time here. Pointers got an offensive zone draw there, and boy, I tell you what, I think the coach of the Pointers maybe has fired the Pointers up a little bit. They are as aggressive on this kill as
they're looking
we've
to
seen
get one
in a
here.
long time. Shemalevsky goes behind the net, took the puck away, looks to center, but instead dancing free with it is Dayakawa. Dayakawa to Stocks, left wing brings it in. Delays, lost the handle, now leaves it to the point. They'll come back through to the middle, shot fired, that's deflected by Engelbert, and will go up and out of play. 9:57 to go, of course, no immediate timeout here yet because of the power play with 54 seconds remaining on the unsportsmanlike, on the bench minor to the Pointers. All right, face off to the right side of Alex Proctor. And a face off, they'll dig in here now. Just past the midway point of what's been a pretty entertaining game. Sean Badger men up 5-4 in the third. Defense optional special from South Bend.
I feel like Bucky can play any kind of style. They can play.
Oh, Sean Bunting. Oh, his stick just blew up on him as he looked to send it ahead. And he will dig in here in front on the penalty kill without a stick. Here's Moore. Feeds it, far face-off circle. This is Hayden Stocks. He'll survey things up now. Spins free on the far side. Randall coming. They'll go back door. Redirected. Went wide. Near corner. Stout now behind the net. Eftimowski picks that one up well. He'll reverse back to the near side. He'll chip it off the near wall. What a nifty play this is. Can he clear it up? No, because he's hammered.
He got it.
Then got it and sent it. Boy, took a lick and kept on licking there and got it the length of the ice. Monaco plays it ahead, leaves it at center ice. This might be a 3-on-none. Right up the middle, McAlpine firing a shot, fought off by Alex Proctor. Pointers were changing, and Stout pushed it up. Here's McCabe Dvorak taken away. Owen Dean with it now. Dean will just lift a backhander into the far corner, and we're back to 5-on-5. Good job by the Pointer penalty kills here. Dean ahead. Long outlet pass. Vandenheuvel with it. Now Alex Proctor is content to send it down. Boyce could have played it. Didn't. Comes back down, so they wave off the icing. Pointer forecheckers go to work, but Brendan Boyce Just weaves his way right through and sends it deep. Here's Alex Proctor up the far side and comes out of the zone. Sebastian Monaco settles it down. Sinclair with it now for Stout. Long range pass on the right wing. Noah Tyrrell. Tyrrell walks in. What a beautiful pass. Shot save made by Proctor as he aggressively came out and poked it away. Wow. A breakaway that came out of nowhere here, Sean, as the Pointers turn the puck over. Now Alec Hamady weaves it through. 3-on-2 back the other way. Hamady comes in. Whistles a shot. Monaco a save. Rebound is there. But the Blue Devils cleared out. Near side. Now a 3-on-2 back the other way. Centering pass. Shot whistles wide. As we go end to end here. Far side, Blue Devils. Shot fired. Save made by Proctor. He hangs on. 7:40 to go. We'll get the media timeout. A pair of power play goals has Stevens Point up 2-1 on the Pointers Sports Network.
Right off I-39 in Clover, Monk's is the perfect sports bar and restaurant option just minutes away from UW Stevens Point. Find yourself grabbing a drink and appetizer or two at Monk's Bar area or cozy into a huge booth in one of their dining areas. Monk's Clover features the same great fare and service standards as all of the Monk's Bar and Grill locations. Half-pound burgers, gourmet sandwiches and wraps, fresh salads, delicious macaroni and cheese dishes, all at Monk's, 1400 Commerce Place, Clover. See what's behind the glass with Aero Global. Operating in Canada and the United States since 1965, Aero delivers durable, custom-engineered solutions for transit, off-road, and fleet vehicles, always with a focus on quality and service. Aero honors its values to provide customers with best-in-class design expertise, product innovation, comprehensive product support, and custom engineering solutions. Aero Global, innovation driven by people.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, 7:40 to go in the second. 2-1 the Stevens Point lead in a fiery affair here, I guess.
You kind of expected it, right? Yeah. These two teams do not like each other, to put it nicely.
Skin here and there.
Yep.
Moore with it. Oh, and shot fired as in front of the net. Nicholas Pigeot crashing in on Alex Proctor.
Proctor looks solid.
Gave
too
him
now.
one, got back up and made the save.
He looks locked in, Tom. He made a couple breakaways right before the media timeout.
That has not been his strength.
And he is now confident.
Off the draw, far corner, pasted up in the far corner is Racigel, but squirts it free toward Bunting. Racigel again, throws it behind the net. Ryan Hintz off the glass. Moore pokes it down, comes away, just squirts away from Quentin Hill. Racigel back to get it again. Racigel, long pass ahead, no icing. Okay. Pointers trying to throw it back toward Ryan Hintz, but Tristan Terrien. Pigeot in on the far side. Pigeot poked away there. Quentin Hill will get it. He'll lead the charge back the other way on the left wing to the red line. Dumps it in. Monaco, boy, stick save, but left it right in front of him. Hill throws his shoulder, got it deep to Hunter Hastings in the near corner. Shemaleski, who has a power play goal here tonight, walks out with it. Shemaleski throws it toward the front of the net. Stout broke that one up, and Sidorovich with it, pokes it ahead to Terrien, and he'll fire a long-range shot in. Alex Proctor, he'll wait. Now he's going to lift one up, glove down at the red line, then poked ahead. Good job there at the red line by Will Sinclair of the Blue Devils to keep it in front of him, or the Pointers had business back the other way. Speaking of which, here's Alex Johnson in near side, throws it back, walking down Mosier. Shot blocked by the Blue Devils again. Another shot chopped just wide. Here's Alex Johnson behind the net to Shemaleski, right in front off the stick of Pizarchuk. And it comes to Nicholas Stevens, who's back the other way with Hayden Stocks. Stevens picked up by Joe Manning. He'll ride him into the far corner, but somehow Stevens keeps his feet here and now trying to work it loose behind the net. He'll flop down behind the net as Alex Johnson poked it ahead. Moore sends it back deep again. Around it goes. Aiden Mosier gets there. Mosier ahead. Long range pass here. Pizarchuk flips it. Far side. Shemalevsky in. Shemalevsky poked away from him from behind. I like what the Pointers are trying to do there. And then Shemalevsky pasted on the far side.
Got hauled
and
down.
He collides as a pile up in the far corner here. And let's see if they don't take both of them here as they blow it dead. Oh, Stout had business back the other way as Shemileski and Stevens tied up, and they're still jawing at each other. And I think, does this take them both to...
I would assume, but I don't know with this crew anymore. That would be my assumption that both would go, but yeah, it looks like it.
So Nicholas Stevens. And we'll go 4-on-4 with the matching roughing calls here. 5:23 to go here in the period. So Engelbert, let's see, it's Engelbert and Owen Dean will be the forwards here. Eftimowski and Blake Norris will be the D pair. As we go 4-on-4, Tyrrell, Boyce, looks like Will Sinclair, and Maxis Bermanis for the Blue Devils. Owen Dean's going to come right down the middle. Now feeds it off far side, just out of the reach of Engelbert. Engelbert, beautiful job to keep it going. Gets it to Eftimowski. Eftimowski, near side, 4-on-4. Engelbert free in front of the net. Spin move, try to redirect, and Monaco makes the save and hangs on. Chris Engelbert tied up with a defender and was trying to spin free. Had it. Good shot. Was hoping for a rebound, but Monaco. Shots now 22-17 in favor of the Pointers. Sean, looks like River Falls has tallied in the second. Keenan Ingram on the power play again.
Falcons
so 3 power play goals there, 2-1 River Falls.
The Falcons need some WIC points bad.
Yep. Peugeot slides it ahead. Kroon knocked down in the play. Behind the net, Peugeot. Oh, here's a turnover. Bought a bouncing puck. And Tyler Pfister couldn't handle it.
Pointers can have numbers here,
Pointers
Tom.
here if they hustle. Up ahead, it's Blake Norris. He'll come in, set up shop in the near corner. Norris leaves it. Engelbert now on the near side. He'll come through. Norris getting free. He'll walk in, trying to move. Comes back door shot. Oh, boy. What a chance there, but a stick knocked it loose by the Blue Devils just before Cody Pizarchuk could pull the trigger. Pizarchuk now at center ice will pull it back. 55 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Pizarchuk in on the far side. Trying to go coast to coast. Left to trailer far side. That's Alex Johnson. Pizarchuk in front of the net. Hunter O'Brien slides along the blue line. He'll accelerate. Now reverses back off out to the point. Johnson firing a shot. Redirect Pizarchuk. Pad save made by Monaco. Pizarchuk gets to the rebound. Comes back near side just out of the reach of Hintz. Hintz now spinning near corner. Still trying to get it free. It'll come between the circles and Sam Kroon will calm it down. Pointers will finish a change here as Bunting charges off. 20 seconds to go with a 4-on-4. Bunting.
He lost his
aggressive
stick.
move here, lost his stick. He'll get one and come back in on the far end. Quentin Hill pokes it free. Now Bunting ahead on the left wing. Bunting pulls it in. He and Gunnar Moore spun up there. Now Bunting with it, still fanning for it. Maybe out of gas here. Got it to Alex Johnson. Johnson, nifty move. We're back to 5-on-5. Bunting holds it, gets it deep. Back at 5-on-5, and it is Cadu Fredette. Long outlet pass ahead. Alex Proctor throws it behind the net, and that allows Ryan Hintz to get it with 3:05 to go in the second. 2-1 the Stevens Point lead that is precarious at best. Now Quentin Hill, a good job to hustle to get through, waiting for help. He'll cut behind the net, veered off into the boards. Turner Richards in there. Richards finds himself free. They throw it in front of the net again, and nobody home. Good idea there again. Now they'll flip it ahead. Vandenheuvel giving chase for Stout in the near corner with Jake McAlpine. Comes free to Blake Norris on the far side. Body play there by Gabe Randall, who you hear coming up in our second intermission. His conversation with Sean. Backdoor effort there by the Blue Devils. Nothing there. Here's Randall ahead. Richards near side. Tried to drag it through a defender. Waits for help from Hamady. Poked away from him, and it's Brendan Boyce with it. Boyce behind the net. Now near side. Here's Terrian. Finds himself open in the neutral zone, so he'll charge in. Tries to get around. Shot, shoulder save made. Randall bouncing puck on the far side. Picks it up, scoops it back. Here's Alec Hamady with some space. Hamady in. Fires a shot. Pad save. Rebound is there, but it's cleared out by Peugeot. Here's Stout back the other way. Sidorovich with Terrian to the front of the net. Shot wires. Bouncing puck on the far side. Randall throws it off the near wall ahead for Colangelo. Out of his reach. Cadu Fredette throws it back in, but the pointer is quick to turn it back out again. Here's Owen Dean. Dean didn't get it deep, and that allows Gunnar Moore to get it for Stout. Stocks had it in the neutral zone, poked it ahead. Pocket picked by Engelbert. Engelbert far side, he's around a defender. Here comes Chris Engelbert, fires a shot. Monaco a save, and a glove save flashing the leather. And then a chop on the back of the legs of Engelbert to the side of the net. And it is a nice save there by Sebastian Monaco.
And Monaco and Engelbert have a little chat after that save. And we'll get another face-off here with just $1:29 remaining here in the second period. Pair of power play goals for the Pointers have given them the lead. Shumalewski and Bunting.
Shots 11-5 in favor of the Pointers here in the second period.
Yeah, the first 7 minutes you had the power play essentially. A lot of back and forth specialty.
Pointers
teams.
win the draw, back to the point. Now far side, Pizarchuk. Shumalewski was teeing it up, but that's read perfectly by Sam Kroon. Being honest, Shumalewski should have got called for a holding. Now they break down coming in. Shot fired.
What a save.
Alex Proctor with a pad save on a midi little breakaway that came open again. Now side of the net, pile up. Coming up on the final minute of play here in the second, Sam Kroon wheeling with it. Kroon backhands it toward the back of the net to Tiro. Near side, Alex Johnson. Big hit there. Now Pizarchuk cuts it back. Here's Blake Norris back the other way with Shumalewski. Blue Devils intercepted that. Eftimowski, a big hit on the far side. They'll pile that up there. Pointers push it back with 45 to go. Chipping it ahead. Pfister back to get it now. Nicholas Stevens trying to dance himself free. Pizarchuk picks him up. Blue Devils turn it over. Racigal wires it back deep again. Shumalewski coming off on a change. Still loose. Now Stout will restore order, but lost the handle on it. Comes into the neutral zone. Racigal with it. He'll try to fight his way. It ricochets off of Pizarchuk. Boy, Racigal got hammered, but got the puck in. Blue Devils trying to get a last-minute charge here with 5 seconds to go. Racigal's going to come back here behind his own net. He'll just come around and weave the final seconds off, and then he's double-teamed in the near corner. Could see that coming from a mile away. And I think cooler heads will prevail here. But Sean, a very good second period here by the Pointers, and your power play gives you a lead after 40 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. You take that first 7 minutes, you score a pair of power play goals, and you get a lead. And that's where it starts. You got a chance to win a hockey game here in the third period for the Pointers and get an all-important 3 points. Oh, we're a long way away from that. It's going to be a heck of a third period here at Willett.
All right, big 20 minutes ahead here. Stevens Point, a 2-1 lead after Stout. We'll come back, get you recap some scores. Sean's Pointer Profile with the freshman Gabe Randall out of Hortonville. That's coming up on as well. 2-1 Stevens Point after 2 here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Contemporary fitness is all about community, and people accomplish more when they work out together. Fraternal CrossFit offers group fitness, personal training, and 24/7 access. Schedule a no-sweat session today, which offers a zero-commitment consultation to help match your goals to the right programming. Fraternal CrossFit, 19 Park Ridge Drive in Stevens Point. Find out more at fraternalstevenspoint.com. Pointer's All-American beer is here thanks to the Stevens Point Brewery. Pointer's All-American is a smooth, refreshing light beer brewed with 2-row malted barley, a select blend of hops, and a lot of passion for UWSP, with a portion of the proceeds supporting UWSP athletics. Get yours today at Pointer's home games or visit the UWSP Athletics website for a list of local retailers. Pointer's Athletics is a proud partner of the Safe Ride program with the Tavern League of Wisconsin. Please make it a point to drink responsibly. Goal Line Golf and Hockey in Schofield is Wisconsin's premier source for all your golf, hockey, and skating needs. They treat every customer like the home team. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, see the experts at Goal Line and get fit for your next step on the ice or out on the links. Located at 1430 Grand Avenue in Schofield, Goal Line's been the place to score since 1984. Everyone at Goal Line says, Go Pointers! Puro Clean Restoration Professionals is your #1 source for all your cleaning and restoration needs. Water, fire, and mold? PuroClean has technicians on call 24/7 to aid in your time of need. PuroClean's cleaning division specializes in carpets, furniture, and duct cleaning. Call PuroClean today for all your property needs. PuroClean, your paramedics of property damage. Call 715-321-2526.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, our second intermission here, Sean. And, well, Sean, he said power play needs to be a difference maker. Turned around a 1-0 game into a 2-1 lead.
Absolutely. They scored the Pointers able to score a couple power play goals in the first 6 minutes of that period, and they have a 2-1 lead and did a pretty good job of holding on to the lead, as well as they only gave up 5 shots in that second period, Tom, which is very nice by the Pointers. And, you're looking at UW-Stout looking really to go whenever they've had an opportunity. Shevaleski getting on the board with that power play goal, that 5-on-3 power play goal at 2:41 of the second period, with O'Brien and Owen Dean getting the assist, and then a 5-on-4 power play goal about 3 minutes later, 5:48. Bunting, the captain, getting his first goal of the year. And again, O'Brien and Owen Dean getting the assist. So a good 6 minutes there for the Pointers with the extra man, and they made the Blue Devils pay.
That it is. Pointers outshoot the Blue Devils 12-5, so 26-17 through 2 periods. Sean, 2 for 5 in the power play, 7 shots on goal. Stout 0 for 1, did not get credited with a shot on goal. I thought that was the other thing. The killers for the Pointers really kept the momentum in the favor of Stevens Point.
Exactly, and they've done a nice job on that one opportunity. Here's the deal, Tom. Yeah. This next 20 minutes, you got to be 5-on-5. Yeah. Stout's going to throw everything at you, and they're going to try to grind you into a power play or two here. And you've had 5 straight, so there's going to be a couple maybe coming your way. So you got to be very mindful of that game situation as well.
All right, Sebastian Monaco, 10 second period saves, her game total of 24. Alex Proctor made some big ones.
Yes, he was good.
Kept the Blue Devils off the board. 5 second period saves, her game total of 16. Pointers up the ante in the faceoff dot here, Sean, now 57.6% through 2 periods to get this 2-1 lead. All right, our other games going on. River Falls has tacked on another on the power play. So they are 3 of 5 on the power play tonight. And getting late in the second period, River Falls a 3-1 lead over UW Superior. 2 periods in the books from Concordia Moorhead. St. Mary's and Concordia tied at 1. And it is 2-2 Gustavus and Augsburg from Minneapolis. Hamlin late in the second period, a 3-1 lead over St. Scholastica. Adrian has beaten MSOE with a final score of 5-2. Lake Forest after 2, a 5-3 lead over Marion. It is Dubuque 4-2, trailing Concordia, Wisconsin through 2 periods in Mequon. Aurora has a 4-2 lead over Lawrence. And Sean, St. Norbert with 2 in the third to force overtime. Logan Dombrowski with 25 seconds left in overtime gets St. Norbert a come-from-behind 4-3 win at Trine in a game that looks each team 0 for 1 in the power play, shots 33-32, but St. Norbert pulls one out of a hat.
When was their first goal? Was it with a $1:18 or something left
something
in the
like
second
that,
period?
late in the second, yeah.
What does that always? Yep. It's a St. Norbert trait, as they probably Portilla scored at 17:31, to make it 3-1 going into the third period.
They scored in the first 2.5 minutes.
How many times have we seen that?
Tied it up with 4 minutes to go, and then Dombrowski, the game winner there. So St. Norbert, a 4-3 overtime win. That's a big one for them.
Huge.
They're 4th and trying 10th. Yep. So there we go. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, Sean's conversation with Gabe Randall, freshman out of Hortonville, coming up next on the Pointer Sports Network.
People's State Bank is more than a place to bank. They're your neighbors, here to support your success. Located at 138 McDill Avenue in Stevens Point, People's is proud to champion local businesses, families, students, and dreams. Whether you're saving for tomorrow or making a big move today, they're here for you every step of the way. Enjoy access to experienced bankers, digital solutions, fraud prevention tools, and more. Learn more at bankpeoples.com. Member FDIC.
And continuing with our Pointer hockey coverage here on the Pointer Sports Network, we continue with our Pointer profiles here in the second intermission. And tonight we grab a hold of the freshman forward, Gabe Randall from Hortonville, Wisconsin. And first of all, we're sitting here pregame watching high school hockey. You were a pretty good high school player yourself. What are a couple memories back from the old high school hockey days here in Wisconsin?
So growing up, I played for the Hortonville Menasha Rockets. Played 3 years there. Loved every second of it. Great coach, great teammates. A lot of lifelong bonds were made there, and great experience from high school hockey in Wisconsin here.
Yeah, and we were joking a little bit. I don't get to interview a lot of Wisconsin guys that played high school hockey and then went and played juniors. But let's talk about right now, your freshman year. Let's talk a little bit about it and how things are progressing for you. It's December now, so I feel like your feet are wet and you're ready to roll and continue the good momentum that you've gotten since the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it's been a good start so far. Obviously, we wish we had a little bit better record. Personally wise, I think I'm starting to really adjust the speed. Obviously, a bit different. Guys are older, faster, stronger. So adjusting to that's been, I think, a pretty good transition. Yeah.
As far as an eye opener, or you talk about the speed and the size, is that the biggest thing? Play game one against Dubuque, and you're like, oh boy, these guys are a little bit bigger, a little faster. How do you adjust to that?
Yeah, it's definitely faster. Everyone's bigger for sure, and honestly, the big difference coming from junior is just there's a lot more skilled players where I was playing, and now it's just more gritty, and I think that's honestly more my style. More corner battles, more physicality, less coast-to-coast kind of stuff.
Okay. Your first goal, you were able to notch one against River Falls. I mean, it feels like a month ago, but it was only a couple weeks ago, the last time we were here in this building. That had to be great. A great little goal for you to get the team off, and it was an important one, too.
Yeah, it was good for sure. Won a face-off, and Hinsey took a great shot, tipped, and got a rebound. It was really special. I had a lot of family and friends in attendance. It was really cool to share that with them.
And I suppose with being from Hortonville, you get a lot of family coming over here. Easy road trip, right?
Oh, yeah, quite a bit. I remember against River Falls, I think there was probably 20 people waiting for me coming out of the locker room, which was super cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about your junior career. Played a little bit up in Wausau and then back in Rochester in the North American League. Every freshman I talk to says junior hockey is the best because that's all you're doing is playing junior hockey and kind of living your life. Same experience for you?
Yeah, I mean, I love juniors, not having to do school and just play hockey, and I mean, got to extend my childhood just a little bit longer, and the memories and the friendships I made, they're going to last forever.
Yeah, what are some of the differences? We see a lot of, NA3 teams up in Wausau, a couple other around the state, going from the NA3 to the North American League. Was that a big jump for you, or were you ready for it?
It was definitely a jump, but I think I was ready for it. I played about a year and a half in Wausau in the NA3, and then I was fortunate enough to get called up for just a weekend, and then they liked what I did, and they let me stay the rest of the year and then carry it over the next year.
It's all about opportunity, right?
100%.
You get the opportunity, answer the bell.
Yeah, and that's what it was. I mean, and the jump-wise, honestly, it's pretty similar. I know the NA3 is looked down on a lot. Mm-hmm. It's just the consistency from the NAL to the NA3. The NAL guys are just a little bit more consistent, a little bit more crisper. It's just amped up just a little bit more.
Being from Hortonville and then playing junior hockey in Wausau, I'm sure that Pointers were around a little bit, right? Talk a little bit about your recruiting process and, what made Stevens Point the right place for you to come and play college hockey and play at the next level.
Yeah, so obviously wanted to stay close to home. Definitely looked at a lot of the WIAC schools, all the Wisconsin schools. And then I remember my first year junior coming out to a Norbert's game. The rink was packed. It was good hockey, and I remember just sitting there watching I want to play here. And then my recruitment probably started towards my last year of junior. I talked to Kriegs at the showcase, started a good relationship, came on a visit over Christmas break, and then I committed late January. So I was pretty quick to commit here. It was a pretty easy decision, honestly.
You talk about getting to come to visit.
and seeing the Pointers play against St. Norbert. What is it like to play against St. Norbert in a home opener and getting to come out in front of a packed barn? How's that feel like?
I was shell-shocked, honestly. I remember the guys were telling me, like, dude, we're going to come out for warm-ups. The place is going to be packed. I was like, okay, whatever. We're not even finished with off-ice warm-ups. People are piling in. I remember going on the ice for warm-ups and just like, holy crap, there's a lot of people here. But it was awesome.
And then starting lineups, the whole thing, right?
Yeah,
it's just a different experience on a Friday night. Parents' weekend this weekend. I'm sure that you have lots of friends and family in town. Talk a little bit about that. And it's an important weekend for the parents to get together and you guys to be at home for a full weekend for the first time all season here, starting the first week in December is a little wild, but that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah. It's nice. Parents' weekend's obviously awesome. First time experiencing it. So a lot of my parents haven't met a ton of people, so I think they're really more excited, honestly, just to like meet all the new parents. And I mean, I was just with them last weekend for Thanksgiving, so I've seen them, and I see them every weekend because it's a short drive from Hortonville. But I know they're excited. I'm definitely excited. We're having more friends and family coming up this weekend, so it'll be good.
Talk about school. What's your major right now, and how is the school and the hockey and the life balance going for you? It's a little bit of an adjustment.
Yeah, so I'm a business administration major.
Okay.
I'd say the transition's pretty good. The one thing that's nice is, as much as I love hockey, it's sometimes nice to just take your mind off it for a little bit, do some school. Obviously, juniors, you didn't have that. So it is a little different having to manage being at the rink all day and doing school. So it's definitely a change, but I kind of enjoy it.
Yeah, and you get to go to class with a couple of the boys. You got some classes together?
Yeah, got some classes with some of the guys. Also meeting some new people, though, too, that are on the hockey team. A couple of guys on the golf team I have buddies with now. So yeah, it's good.
Very cool. Last weekend, you guys took off. How was the week of preparation? What did you guys work on over the off weekend and to get, kind of catapult yourselves into this last 4-game stretch before the holiday break?
Yeah, so these are some big games coming up. Definitely had to work off all the turkey from Thanksgiving, so got skated a little bit, worked that off. But honestly, just getting back to the fundamentals, just winning our battles and just working hard and outworking teams.
Okay, well, the UW-Stout Blue Devils come into town tonight for a first game of a really big weekend for you guys at home in conference play, and getting 6 points this weekend is going to go a long way to getting yourselves in a good position for the second half. Give me a couple keys for 3 points tonight to start off with.
Honestly, shoot everything. I heard it's a young goalie, freshman. I think he's only played maybe 1 game.
Okay.
So a lot of shots. And honestly, they're a rush team, and we got to shut down their rush and almost turn that into our own transition game. And,
thinking a lot of structure in the Pointer hockey grind game is on tap for you guys.
Oh yeah, a lot of structure.
And that's right down your alley, right?
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, Gabe, thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
We'll talk to you down the road. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, that was Gabe Randall, the freshman forward from Hortonville, Wisconsin. More Pointer hockey coming up on the Pointer.
At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics. All right, Mr. McMahon, your timing is impeccable as Jason Peters drops the puck. Here's Alec Hamady walking in, firing a shot. Monaco with a save and hangs on. Gabe Randall from Hortonville. Sean, good to see some Wisconsin kids.
I know. We were talking
in the lineup.
We were talking about how I don't get a chance to interview Wisconsin boys. So nice to see him, and then Turner Richards.
Yeah,
as he's from Minocqua, Wisconsin. Yeah. Maybe get a chance to chat with him tomorrow. We'll see.
See if he gets any tips from Uncle Brad.
No.
Right?
Does he come from some lineage, eh?
All right, speaking of which, Richards trying to work it free on the far side, but stout defender tied it up now. We get a whistle and big hit. Shot fired, fools Alex Proctor, and then Eftemoski.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, boy, through his shoulder here on the near side, and
Adrian Stosniak, I think, Sean, was just off balance more than anything. They both had the right to the puck here. But I think Eftimowski's going to get an interference. Take it back. It's Tyler Pfister. And let's see what we have here. Opening 30 seconds, Stout's going to go to the power play.
And the officials are talking, Tom, about...
The dangerous part about that, Sean, is it's away from the, away from the boards,
But it just looked like it was a good shoulder check, shoulder to shoulder.
And the puck was there.
Yeah, and Pfister didn't have his balance.
So Eftimowski to the box.
And they're still talking, Tom. The boys are ready to play, and the officials, the longer this goes on, the longer it's not good for the Pointers.
Find out here. They're lining up for the face-off here. 2 minutes, so.
All right.
Going to have to go to the kill here as Stout to the power play in the opening 30 seconds of the period. It is their second of the night. Interference, the call. Now a shot block here. Pointers will get it off the near wall, but not out. Shemilevsky reaching for it. And Kroon from the near side. He'll wait. He'll clap a one-timer. Shot block there. Shemilevsky. Good job to divert some traffic here. He'll charge back now. Veers back off here.
Oh, watch out, Tom.
Short-handed, and he's going to throw it back to Alex Proctor, who will do the honors of dumping it down the length of the ice. So, from near disaster to great kill here. Minute 20 to go. Charging ahead, Peugeot walks in, and Proctor sends it in. Peugeot ends up in the net.
And then they shot the puck at Proctor.
And so faceoff should come outside the zone here as Sean, but once again here, Stout finding a way to get their way through and get behind the Pointer defense.
Exactly, as Proctor tried to just flip that puck out of the zone. And a nice play by Peugeot to jump up and pick that puck up and keep the play going. Unfortunately, one of his mates knocked the net off. Not sure about shooting the puck after the whistle, but we'll see how that goes.
22 goals in 61 career games.
I believe he's the player that transferred to Utica and then
came back. All right, Bunting now a nice job here as the Pointer Killers again dump at the length of the ice. Monaco puts a stick to it. Midway through the second power play of the night for the Blue Devils. Stevens Point a 2-1 lead here with 18:20 to go in the third. Gunnar Moore in far side, looks to center instead. It's Maxis Bermanis. Bermanis, far corner now. And it's Nicholas Stevens and Bermanis playing catch with it. Near side Stocks, he'll walk in, try to redirect, pad save. Rebound and another save by Proctor, who's lost his goal stick. Proctor's goal stick spinning to the far corner, and it's Blake Norris that pokes it free here on the near side. Now it's Dayakawa out high, and they whiff on it. Bermanis pulled the trigger there. Proctor trying to reach out and get his stick here. And now it gets close to him. Still can't pick it up. He'll reset things here now. Reaches down and gets it back. And Stout out high. Sinclair. Far face-off circle. Shot. Save made. Rebound. Turned aside by Hunter O'Brien. Pointers living with fire here. Shot and a goal. Rebound finally comes to Hayden Stocks. And now Proctor tangled up on the play. And Bermanis coming in. And needless to say, Sean, we're even at 2.
Yeah, he did not like Stevens coming in after the goal and celebrating right in his face.
Power play goal here with 2 seconds left. And Stout has gotten back to even.
Yeah.
What do we have here? Will we get a penalty? They're discussing. And Stevens came in on Proctor after the goal was scored. So Quentin Hill steps out and waits for an explanation here.
The Stout door is open.
17:32 to go here in the third period. And we're even at 2. And a long discussion here between Brandon Schrader and Mike Paulson.
And Jason Peters is going to come to the Stout bench. And let's see, we're going to get a couple penalties here, I think, Sean. Was this one of those match them up to say
enough's enough?
Kind of those, this is the last time we're going to match it up from here. We'll see. And the Stout bench is, we'll see. 17:32 to go. Pointer door is opened as well. So we'll see what we got. So Nicholas Stevens goes up. Turner Richards going to serve the penalty here, which leads me to believe it might be Alex Proctor.
Yep. That's my assumption.
Yep.
70 or 17.
Yep. So
15.
Nicholas Stevens. Okay. And we're going to go 4-on-4. So we'll see. Hayden Stocks from Nicholas Stevens and Maxis Brahmanis on the power play at 2:28 of the third has gotten us back to even. And we'll be 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes, barring no other shenanigans.
I will bet against that.
So let's see here. Hayden Stocks with his team best 5th of the year. Engelbert off the draw, kicks loose. Looks like Stevens for goaltender interference is one of the calls. Now here's Owen Dean behind the net. Whip it around in the near side. Dvorak taking down Sinclair. Looks to center. Broken up there by Joe Manning. Sinclair gets it back in the near corner. Out of the far side, Jake McAlpine. Now a shot fired. Proctor with a save and deflects it up into the net and get out of play. So Proctor with a roughing call. And that's what draws the 4-on-4 here. So shots 27-22 in favor of the Pointers. You're giving up a power play goal here. 17:06 to go in the third in a feisty affair. All right, here's Adam Raysigal. Ahead, gets his way to the red line into the near side. He'll get the puck deep and give chase along with Nico Shemaleski. Looks to center it back out high. Here's Raysigal down from a knee. Turn, gets back up. Strong stick here. Lost the handle on it. Johnson reaching for it. Couldn't come away with it. Cycling with it. Sidorovich around to the far side. Sidorovich in. He'll whistle a shot. That misses the net. Shemaleski around him. And here's Stout. Back to the blue line near side. Gunnar Moore. He'll bring it into the right wing. Lost his footing here. Everybody kind of held their collective breath. Has lost a tire with Shemaleski in the vicinity. Here's Ryan Hintz. He'll sail in, lost the handle, and then gets pasted, but gets it deep into the near corner. Dayakawa for Stout now behind the net. Hintz runs into him. Hayden Stocks with it. Far side, now spinning free. Here's Dayakawa on the far side. Dayakawa in. Eftemoski plants the puck away from him. Left it, poked it ahead. Here comes Owen Dean with a nifty move at center ice. Dean in, has Engelbert to his left. Now he'll feed it far side. Eftemoski pokes it free. Here's Engelbert. Engelbert spinning, can't get a shot off. They lift his stick. A shot hits off of Owen Dean. Far side, Eftemoski. 10 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Dayakawa is knocked down. Pointer's shot, save, pad save made by Monaco. Now here's Blake Norris, back to even strength. Hit a body in front, right in the chest of Monaco. Puck is out high, and they'll flip it out to center ice. Eftemoski trying to wheel it away from William Schofield, but Stout with it now. Schofield through the neutral zone. Bermanis down on the play. And Stevens Point now recovering near side. Quentin Hill. He'll send it ahead in the zone onside. Bunting giving chase. Bunting behind the net. Bodies up Sam Kroon there. 5 minutes into the third, we're tied at 2. Bunting trying to work it free. Digging for it. Near side, they'll bring it, and it's out of the reach of O'Brien and comes down the length of the ice. Alex Proctor out to get it. 14:45 to go in the third. O'Brien, a little confused behind the net here. Now leaves it to Hunter Hastings. Hastings out, long outlet pass here. They're going to say no icing. 14.5 to go here.
Puck back in the Stout end. Now long outlet pass chipped in, bouncing in on Proctor, and he'll gather it back in with Adrian Stasniak coming in. And he'll just get down there and cover it up. So 14:22 to go here. And a face-off to the left side of Alex Proctor. Here's Alex Johnson. Wins the draw, and it comes out of the zone. Shemileski will try to chase it down, but Boyce gets there first. He'll feed it ahead. Stout a little sloppy with the puck here, and that allows Aiden Mosier to get it. Racigel hammers it ahead, comes right back. Alex Johnson just missed, or he would have come in all alone. Now Racigel hustling back to get to it on the far side. Spins off in the far corner. He'll push it ahead. Here's Pizarchuk to the red line. Flips it deep near corner. Johnson coasting ahead. Blue Devils around. Pizarchuk firing a shot, redirected by Johnson up into the netting and out of play.
Nice little shot there by Pizarchuk, Tom. And then Alex Johnson trying to get the good deflection up and over Monaco, but up into the netting to get the stoppage in play. 13:45 remaining in regulation.
What is it, Sean? Hobart beat Oswego 5-2, so
5-2.
Another unbeaten Falls. Is Hobart the only one left?
No, I believe there is
Hamilton.
Hamilton,
Yep, is the other. Off the face-off in the far corner. Alec Hamady posts it up in there. They'll body it up there, trying to kick it free as they'll pen it up in the far corner. Tyler Pfister in there for the Blue Devils. And it's Gabe Randall that's able to wire it around. Blake Norris on the near side. Norris sends it toward the net. Little redirect there is kicked out. Norris with it again. Shoves it far side. Eftemoski hammers a shot. Oh, redirect that. A shot block here that got all of Sam Kroon, who struggles to get back to his feet. Now near corner. Randall after it with Hamady. Coming up on 13 minutes to go in the third. Tied at 2. Behind the net. Kroon back to his feet, and he'll go far side and clips it out ahead. Aiden Stocks. Blake Norris undresses him. Norris now, a shot coming in. Shoulder save made by Proctor. It rattles around. Big hit at the end board there. Randall in there, and the Pointers come away with it with Blake Norris. Norris feathers one ahead on the near side. Got hung up in the linesman. And that allows Cadu Fredette to bring it back the other way. Centering pass onto the foot of Alec Hamady. Now kicked out again, and finally it's Gabe Randall that chips it out. 12.5 to go in the third. Blue Devils far side, pile it in, goes to the far corner. Eftemoski. Nifty little pass there, gets it to Engelbert. Engelbert ahead, and it's chipped to the near wall now, and Stout with it again. Tristan Terrien. Terrien circles off, looks for a shot, not there, now fires a shot. Pad save made by Proctor. Engelbert kicks it. Eftemoski chasing in the far corner. And they'll lift it up outside of Gino Colangelo on the near side, and he'll give chase near corner. Stout brings it up the near boards. Rink-wide pass there for Cadu Fredette. He'll hammer it in. Got by Proctor. Hunter O'Brien now near side with Tyrrell. And the Pointers now lift it up to the neutral zone. Bouncing puck there, just missed Colangelo. They'll cycle back. Bermanis in on the near side. Forced wide by Hunter Hastings. Shot whistles through. Held into the point by Brendan Boyce at the far side. Far face-off circle shot, pad save, rebound cleared to the near side. Sinclair wires a shot blocker save, comes right to Hunter Hastings. Pointers have a 3-on-2 if they hustle. Hastings off right wing, Quentin Hill. Hill drops his shoulder, reverses at the half wall, tried to feed to Hunter O'Brien. Blue Devils clear it out. Sean Bunting even on the change, goes to Joe Manning. He'll bring it in on the near side. Manning ahead, wiped out on the play, and that allows William Schofield. 1-on-2, tried to walk through Bunting, gets it back, and swept away by Hunter O'Brien now. Had a steam in here in the near corner. McCabe Dvorak, a big collision. Bunting ends up with it near his own blue line into the neutral zone. Red line, he'll float a backhander into the zone deep. Quentin Hill giving chase. Around to the near side, Mosier trying to hold it in along the wall. Aiden Mosier and Cody Pizarchuk. They'll flip it to Pizarchuk wide. Paddle save made here and blocked in by Sebastian Monaco, and he will cover. 10:42 to go in the third. We're tied at 2.
Yeah, you'll take that and get an offensive zone face-off here to try to finish off the first half of the third period, right?
Face off to the right side of Monaco. Freshman netminder. Got the win in his only other game that he played a little over 40 minutes. I don't know if his was in relief or if he got the start or not. They'll wave off icing here, and Alex Johnson turned it over. Shot, rebound. They'll battle for it. Side of the net. Joe Manning, good physical play here to free it up. He'll go ahead to Pizarchuk. Pizarchuk ahead. Shemilevsky tried to pluck it out of midair. That's Vandenheuvel. Instead of coming back up the middle, goes far side. Alex Johnson got a piece of that. Here's Shemilevsky. Chips it. And it's Eftimowski off the near wall ahead for Pizarchuk. He'll walk it through. Pizarchuk, good recovery there by Gunnar Moore to poke it away. Goes into the near corner. Shemilevsky behind the net trying to free it up there. Pizarchuk still tied up here in the near corner. And they'll get free here. Here's Hayden Stocks in. Stocks near side. Flips it out. Center ice. Kicked free there. Eftimowski will restore order for the Pointers and go back to Blake Norris. Norris a long outlet pass ahead. Gabe Randall chips it in onside. Under 10 to go in the third. We're tied at 2. Pointers and Blue Devils. WIC action. Here is a spinning move. Turner Richards, a backhanded shot goes wide. Gabe Randall gets it in the far corner. Tried to center Hamady with it. Flips it near side. Blake Norris a shot. Blocker save made. Now it is Turner Richards hammered into the side of the net. He's trying to set up shop in front to set a screen up here. Puck loose of the far near faceoff circle, and Stout able to clear it out. Stocks cycling back. Pointers have to touch up. Richards does. He'll go ahead, try to poke it up on the far side. Eftimowski waits. He'll flip it. That goes deep behind the net to Richards. A backhanded shot trying to hit Hamady. Blue Devils force it to the far corner. Hayden Stocks is picked up there by Hamady. Hamady behind the net toward Richards. Hit a body on the way through. Glove down by Ryan Hentz. Here's Hentz. Puts the brakes on. Ditches the referee in the far corner. Out high to Engelbert. Engelbert coming, has Colangelo behind him. Now they come near side, they'll walk right in, backhanded shot, rebound shot, Engelbert shot, save made by Monaco, rebound to Colangelo on the near side. Good puck movement here by the Pointers, still loose in the near corner, tried to get it to Engelbert, instead Racigel coming in. Can't get a shot, he'll feed it near side, back to the top, Ryan Hintz a shot, hit a body in front. And then Monaco cleared it out. Pointers with it again. Here's Engelbert. Out high to Racigel. Adam Racigel firing a shot. That went wide. Rebound. Engelbert. Shot. Save made by Monaco. And a pile up to the side of the net.
Watch out.
Here comes free. And Richards now swinging away in front of the net as he's hammered. As a quick whistle here. 8:15 to go in the third. Tied at 2. We'll get the media timeout. Still a couple of players tied up here. But, Sean, some relentless pressure by the Pointers.
Yeah, best pressure of the period for the Pointers.
All right, we'll get the media timeout here. 8:15 to go in the third, tied at 2 on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP Century School of Business and Economics, earning your Master's of Business Administration and Applied Leadership and Decision Making is more than personal growth, it's a transformation. Through the MBA program, you'll develop emotional intelligence, strategic thinking, and practical leadership skills to guide teams, drive decisions, and create lasting impact. You'll also gain tools to influence regional development and help build thriving communities where transformation fuels economic advancement. Visit uwsp.edu/MBA to learn more. Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The online home of the Pointers provides the ultimate fan experience across all devices. You'll find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and other links to the social media pages of the Pointers, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Stevens Point. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. Glad to be with you on a Friday night in Stevens Point. 2-2, 8:15 to go in the third. No penalties out of that mix-up there. Shots now 32-24 in favor of the Pointers. Sean, Badger men have beat Notre Dame 7-4.
Absolutely. Take it.
So they'll close out the first half tomorrow, and I would think, didn't look, I guess, before we came. Would have to imagine a win tomorrow guaranteed first place going into the break.
Yep.
They may have that already after sweeping Michigan State. Sidorovich tries to get it deep. He's knocked off there, and it's Blake Norris, or Aiden Mosier, excuse me, reversing back. Oh, good stick here by Sidorovich, and then he's double-teamed here, and they walk right through again. Squirts free, and Proctor with a save, and now
Hunter O'Brien. Sidorovich to the front of the net. $7:57 to go here. Sean, this is a game you can't give away on your home ice.
Nope. You got to figure out
the best way to put it.
A way here in the last 8 minutes of this game to get one.
Or lock her down.
Yep, absolutely. You cannot let Stout get back in the driver's seat in this hockey game at all.
Off the draw. Stout wins it. Sinclair, a shot, hit Proctor, rebound, comes around.
Oh, he
Proctor
got one in
took
the
a
face.
stick up high. And I'm not sure if it was the puck that ricocheted, Sean, or a stick. Either way, lost his goal stick as well, and he'll have to shake it off here. 7:51 to go now in the third. Started the third at River Falls, Sean, still 3-2. We've got an even strength goal scored.
Oh, okay.
Superior. Who knew?
Well, as the season moves along, you know as well as I do, the WIC special teams rule.
All right, here's Boyce. Shot that's deflected. Sidorovich to the rebound near side, spun around by Quentin Hill. Eftimovsky and a double team there, but Sidorovich slides it ahead to Boyce. Behind the net now, Terrian. He'll try to spin free. They scoop a shot, hitting off of bodies, and a mad scramble here, and Bunting somehow comes away with it, has some help if he can get it ahead, but a relentless back check here by Terrian to prevent that chance for the Pointers. That's a heck of a back check. 7:15 to go in the third. Out high. Tyrrell carries it in, trying to walk through, just won't give up, but Shemilevsky took it away. Nico ahead, gets to the red line. He'll cut toward the middle, feeds it back far side. They'll go back in front. Goes just wide with Joe Manning joining the play. Manning trying to poke it free on the near side. Bouncing puck held in and tipped free and may have numbers. Maxis Bermanis back the other way. Bermanis shot, pad save made by Proctor. Rebound to the far wall. Joe Manning with it. Manning ahead. Shemilevsky at center ice, 2-on-2 with Richards. Shemilevsky coming in, defender falls down, but the puck rolls to the near corner. Racigo keeps it alive. Here's Bizarchuk watching, firing a shot, save made, rebound up, batted away with a glove by the Blue Devils. And we'll get a whistle.
Was that a closer hand on the puck?
No, I think it's a hand pass, but that's in the defensive zone now.
True.
Yeah, no, he just batted it.
Okay.
After it went straight up in the air.
I think it was going to go behind Monaco. He had to do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's the Pointers with the lead.
It's off his back and in the net. 6:32 to go here in the third. Face off to the left side of Sebastian Monaco. Both these goaltenders have been pretty good here tonight. Owen Dean rifles a shot. Monaco save.
Diener fumbled that pass, Tom.
Yep.
I don't think he was expecting the face-off win to come right to him.
Sean, a little surprise here. Pointer women are back.
Yep.
3-game weekend. They play a Beloit again tomorrow afternoon. That's a lot of bus time.
A lot
of
long
weekend right
That's
there. Thursday night game. Maybe
a little rest in Janesville?
Yeah. That would not be a Radio Man approved travel itinerary.
It would not.
6:29 to go here in the third.
The EC would not be pleased.
That is correct. It never happened in the first place.
Well, that's true.
So Hunter O'Brien foot race here. Close for icing, but they'll wave it off at the end. And I think kind of everybody gave up on the play here. And it's finally loose, half wall on the near side. Hintz in his skates. Hammered from behind by Arhip Sidorovich. Now it's Gino Colangelo. Poked away from him from behind. We're under 6 minutes to go in the third in a game tied at 2. Here's Owen Dean. Lost the handle. Hunter O'Brien. He will step across the red line, fire it in. Monaco slows it down, backhands it. Pointers changing here. Long range pass here. Turner Richards feeds it ahead. He's back the other way with Gabe Randall. Blue Devils clear it back the other way. Mosier tied up on the far side. Puck still loose and poked out of the zone. Richards ends up with it. He'll come back near side. Alec Hamady. Hamady, nifty move coming. Backhanded shot. Glove save Monaco. And now Randall is cleared out here to the near side by Evan Vandenheuvel. 5:23 to go in the third.
So, face off in the Stout end once again. All right, Bunting, Hastings, Quentin Hill.
Maybe this senior veteraner line for the Pointers can get things going.
2 seniors and a transfer. Hill behind the net. Stout off the glass and out far side. Mosier waits. He'll wrap it back in. Quentin Hill after it in the near corner. Pokes it free. Sean Bunting had it. Backhanded chance. Wired through there for a moment, but the Blue Devils back the other way. Hayden Stocks around a defender. Raceigle braces in. Shot save made by Proctor. Rebound high. They try to wrap it in front. Comes loose. Bunting between his feet. Able to get it. He'll send it ahead for Hastings, excuse me. That goes too far. Now ahead. Here's Hunter Hastings. Chips it in onside. Colangelo charging off the Pointer bench. Tried to work it free. Engelbert with it. He'll hammer it toward the far corner, but not hard enough. Stout intercepting. Brendan Boyce back the other way. Coming up on 4.5 minutes to go in the third. We're tied at 2. Pointers had a 2-1 lead after 2. Stout with a power play tally. Aftomovsky around. Colangelo couldn't handle it on the far side. Pointers a little sloppy in their D end here. Shot redirected. Pad save made by Proctor. That was danger zone all over the place. Now off the glass through Kroon. Big hit here by Dean. Frees the puck up. And Blake Norris has it. Norris saucers it. Dean near side. He'll shove a backhander deep. Dean and Engelbert coming off here. Colangelo pokes it free far side, took it away, and then tripped up on the place. Comes back. Alec Hamady, a shot save made. Rebound by Pizarchuk, just missed near side. Boy, he labeled it low to the ice, but it went wide. Here's Aftomovsky now feeds it. Pizarchuk far side. Back to Hamady in the far face-off circle. Tried to throw it in front. Colangelo lost his stick. Now gets it back. Colangelo reverses back. Tied up on the far side. Around it comes again. Puck will come back. And here's Joe Manning up ahead. And a whistle and an offsides, right?
Yep.
And then a hit. Pointers almost too many men on the ice.
They got very close on the too many men on the ice call. The Pointers actually just had 4 players on, so Joe Manning was able to play the puck, but very, very close, my friend, to a penalty, which would have been not a great idea at this point in the hockey game.
3:36 to go. Face off just outside the Stout blue line to the far side. 36-28. The shots in favor of the Pointers now. But we're level on the scoreboard. Hunter O'Brien near side. He'll wire it in. Around the boards it goes. Randall slowed it down. Got it out high. Here's Joe Manning firing a shot. Pad save. Rebound is there. And no shot off there. Now the Blue Devils send it deep. Alex Proctor away from Sidorovich on the near side. Played it right to him. Now they'll spin. Firing a shot. Goes wide. Manning cuts in front of the net. Sidorovich behind the net. Pointers will win a numbers game here, and Shemelevsky chips it around. Pfister firing a shot, hit a skate, went wide. Randall to the far corner, Pizarchuk. Collision there, no icing call. Under 3 minutes to go. We're getting late. Colangelo after it, Pizarchuk as well. Up the far side, Stout with it now. Now they'll bring it in. Vandenheuvel far side, picked up by Engelbert. Off the near wall. McAlpine hustling off the bench. He'll walk in. McAlpine has a man wide open in front of the net. Shot pad save made by Proctor. Raceigle able to bury it up and muscle it behind the net somehow to clear. Now Ryan Hintz backs off. Hintz shovels it to Raceigle, near side Shemelevsky, who took a licking here on the near side, dangerously. I think he's all right. He went back first kind of into the boards there. Ryan Hintz with it now. Boy, they got Engelbert wide open at the red line. Couldn't feed it to him. Now comes bouncing back. Now Engelbert with it. Chris Engelbert for the Pointers. 2:10 to go in regulation. Stood up at the blue line. Now chopped by Colangelo, who took a chop on the hand. And Stout coming back and finishing up a change. Now here's Colangelo coming in. Walking shot. Fired. Missing wide is Owen Dean. Now Blake Norris holds it in. Here's Engelbert down to the near corner. Minute 50 to go in regulation. They'll go cross ice, intercepted. Good read there by Nicholas Stevens. Back the other way. Aftomovsky plants him, but he gets through it. Coming in, shot fought off by Proctor. Rebound to the far corner. Hayden Stocks picked up there. Colangelo for Stevens Point. Now to Owen Dean. He'll flip it up and gets part of the roof here, and we'll get a whistle with a minute 37 to go in regulation. Tied at 2.
Let's see if anybody takes a timeout. I don't think so. Keep rolling right through this, right? As a nice save. Owen Dean just missed a great opportunity on a rebound chance. You got to figure out a way to get a regulation win, Tom.
Yeah.
With a minute 37, try to get something here.
All right, off the face-off, far corner, Pointers wire it around. Sean Bunting near side. 90 seconds to go in regulation. Quentin Hill, nice job. Here come the Pointers. This is Joe Manning. He'll fire a shot, deflected by the Blue Devils up into the roof. We'll get a whistle with a minute 24 to go. Stevens Point should get an offensive zone face-off here.
It should stay deep in the Pointer end.
Got to win the draw here.
Yep. Win the draw and get the puck to your defenseman, Mosier, Joe Manning, and get
face-off advantage here, Sean. 26-24 Pointers. Big one here with a minute 24 to go. Hill wins it back. Hastings chops it. Hill in the far corner now to Hunter behind the net. Hastings rides free of the body of the Blue Devils. Up near side, Aiden Mosier holds the zone of the point. Mosier wires a shot. That goes wide. Hastings chases after it. Tyrrell up far side and cleared out by the Blue Devils. Back the other way they come. Near side. Should have been offsides. Near side. Quentin Hill ends up with it. With a minute to go here, Hill charging ahead, but got the puck deep. Pointers changing. Bunting and Hill up front with Owen Dean. Racigal O'Brien as Stout behind the net finishes their change. They'll get their number one line out here. Stocks, Diakawa, and Stevens. Now Sean Bunting got a piece of it, and then, oh boy, just stay clear here as Bunting just reaching on the forecheck. Sean redirected it, and it went right in on Monaco, who alertly made the save.
And with that effort, you get an offensive zone faceoff, Tom, with 42.5 seconds remaining here in regulation.
Face off to the left side. Engelbert. Colangelo, Owen Dean out there. Comes to Dean, fires a shot, just missed. Good chance there as it went wide. Now Stout up the wall on the near side. Slides under Diakawa. He can't get it. Nicholas Stevens in. Proctor out to play the puck up. Far wall. Owen Dean gets to it. 25 seconds to go. Engelbert flips it. Monaco will hold and keep it in the trapper and get a whistle here with 21.9 seconds to go.
And you'll get another offensive zone face-off. Owen Dean's had a couple, Tom, off the face-off win where he's kind of tried to play it off his foot and then take a one-timer. Could be ready for that. The Pointers are doing a nice job in the dot here late on in this game.
Face off to the left side here of Sebastian Monaco. Stout wins the draw off the glass. Bottled up. Owen Dean throws it wide off the paddle of the goaltender. Near corner, 12 seconds to go. Pointers trying to push here, but coming away with it is Peugeot. Nicholas Peugeot walks around in ahead. Racigal recovers. Pointers off the glass near side. Pfister out high. Tried to poke it free. That'll do it. Regulation comes to an end. So each team going to get a point. And we'll go to 3-on-3 overtime to see who gets the extra point. We'll take a break, come back with overtime. Stevens Point, Stout tied at 2 on the Pointers Sports Network.
Sure Tire and Service, get your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art, Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service, get your car done right.
Cousin Subs is proud to support UW Stevens Point Athletics and the entire Stevens Point community. Stop by Cousins at 109 Division Street and enjoy made-to-order subs, fresh sides like mac and cheese or fries, and delicious shakes. Order online or on the Cousins app for delivery or pickup. And don't forget to join the rewards program to earn points every time you order. Cousins Subs, we believe in better.
We check your pulse. We examine your symptoms. But what we see is you. We see the promises of youth, the joys of growth, and the wisdom of experience. Throughout your entire life's journey, we are right here with you, alongside you, and ready to serve you and your family, helping you get the most out of a healthy life. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. Passion for excellence. Compassion for people.
Pointers fans, stay connected to your favorite Pointers teams with the official mobile app of UW-Stevens Point Athletics, presented by Skyward. Featuring real-time news alerts, schedules, and more, the new UWSP Athletics app is free. To download the app to your smartphone or tablet, visit the Apple Store or Google Play Store and search for UWSP Pointers Athletics. The official mobile app of UW-Stevens Point Athletics, presented by Skyward.
All right, headed to overtime here. Tied at 2. Of course, last time these two teams met, Sean, Andrew Poulias, the game winner.
Yes.
For the Pointers. The other thing to remember, Sean, with this schedule this year, play a home and home in the second half.
Correct.
So this is the year Stevens Point with 2, and I think Coach Krieger, Coach McDonald did that to just basically avoid an overnight trip, whatever.
Yep.
So instead of playing 2, play the 1 here and then home and home. So, all right, Stevens Point will start here. Nico Shemileski, Gabe Randall, and Adam Rasigal.
Puck possession the whole game here in overtime, right? You got to win the draw, and then you control the period from there. You give up the puck, you better get back on defense quick, because it's going to be an odd man rush the other way, and you know Stout's looking to push at any point in time.
That they do. All right, off the draw, Stout. Gunnar Moore brings it in, picked up by Randall. Good job on the body on the far side, poked it free, and the Pointers take it away. Now Rasigal lost the handle, but got it back. All right, good job by Gabe Randall there, and they'll come out. Cody Pizarchuk will come off the bench. Adam Rasigal to Pizarchuk, right wing. Cody Pizarchuk accelerates near side, brings it in, thought about a shot, goes behind the net. Pointers play possession here and try to get it to Shemilevsky, but knocked out of the zone there by Gunnar Moore. See if Stout changed. They changed 2 here. Might have a chance here as it's Shemilevsky hammering along near side. Nico Shemilevsky veers off near side. Looks to come back through to the middle. Tried to stuff it to Pizarchuk, but Stout got a skate on it. Shemilevsky kept it going. Here's Pizarchuk again. Mosier out there now on defense for the Pointers, and Pizarchuk going to bring it back, and the Pointers will reset. 3-on-3 overtime here for 5 minutes, and Engelbert in bouncing wide. Monaco going to cover. Nice try there. That almost worked to spring Chris Engelbert.
Right in the middle of the ice and just about got Engelbert. Nice job by Engelbert to tip that puck in on sides as well, Tom.
Yep.
That's a big play.
Engelbert, Dean, and Blake Norris out there now for the Pointers. And a shot, Monaco, stick save, and he'll leave it there. Boy, it is Cadu Fredette stumbling with it a bit. Now he'll feed it ahead. Here's Peugeot. One-on-one with Blake Norris. Peugeot puts his head down, knocked off, fought off by Alex Proctor. Owen Dean to the near corner, got spun around, but Norris in to chip it free, and I think Engelbert will get there first on the far side, but he's held up on the far boards. Now pokes it free. Last-ditch effort there. Sean did a good job to keep possession with the Pointers. 3.5 to go in overtime. Here comes Blake Norris. Norris ahead, cycling, fights his way to the red line, cuts behind Engelbert. Norris in with some space now. Owen Dean sets up as well. Dean with it. He'll cycle out high. Owen Dean coming around, fired a shot into the boot of one of the Blue Devils. Tip free, and now Norris able to get it back. Norris retreating back with Tristan Terrian closing in on him. He'll shake him free, chips it out at center ice. Here's Bunting with it, feeds it. Here's Norris in. Blake Norris feeds far side, fires a shot. Glove save made by Monaco, and he'll hang on.
Yeah, shot from distance. Monaco saw it the whole way, Tom. Easy glove save, but you'll get an offensive zone faceoff. With the long change here, you'll take it, right?
Well, let's see what we got. Quentin Hill out here with Sean Bunting and Ryan Hintz. 2:58 to go in overtime. Bunting poked it free. Stout Nicholas
Watch out,
Stevens and a
2-on-1.
2-on-1 developing here with Dayakawa. Pass through, redirected, went wide. Now the Pointers may have a 2-on-1 back the other way. Here's Bunting hustling with Ryan Hintz. Bunting. Hintz a little late to the party, but Bunting brings it across. He'll wire a shot in front. Pad save made by Monaco. Rebound to the near side, jammed at by the Blue Devils. They can't clear. Bunting comes after it with Pfister on the near side. Now Dayakawa. Long outlet pass ahead for Stevens. And a shot rip pad save made by Alex Proctor.
Pointers got numbers here.
Two defenders behind. It's a 2-on-1. Bunting with Quentin Hill. Hill coming in, maybe out of gas. Fires a shot deflected into the netting. Oh, boy, oh, boy. It's a good chance there. 2:18 to go in regulation, in overtime, excuse me.
You had it there, Tom, as two Blue Devils, blue tires behind the play, and you had Quentin Hill. Unfortunately, Hill and Bunting were out of gas.
Yeah.
And they did their best just to get the shot on goal and get an offensive zone faceoff.
Freshman Gabe Randall will take the draw here. Racigal out there. Shemileski to his left. Stout controls it. They'll cycle into the near corner with Gunnar Moore. Goes behind the net. Sidorovich. Sidorovich lost the handle on it. Now gets it back. Looks like the puck's sticking a lot tonight here. Sidorovich tried to come through, couldn't. Pointers took it away. They'll try to flip it toward Pizarchuk. 2-on-1 again. Oh, broken up, but here comes Shemileski ahead. He'll walk through. It's a 3-on-1. Shemileski back near side. Pizarchuk back to the middle. Shot, save made, rebound, poked at. Monaco with the cover. Racigal can't get to the rebound.
There it was, Tom. That was your chance. A 3-on-1. The Pointers worked it pretty nicely. Got some good shots on goal, but the freshman goaltender stands strong. In Monaco, 2 good saves.
Wow. Could not pull the trigger there. All right, Engelbert out here with Owen Dean and Aiden Mosier now. 1:51 to go in overtime. Again, if we're tied, we'll go to a shootout. Here's Aiden Mosier, walks, fires a shot, deflected, went just wide. Oh, it fooled Monaco because it hit a body in front. Now here's Owen Dean again. Dean trying to get it in front to Engelbert, instead up the near wall. He's going to come out of the zone, and the Pointers will try to reset here. Here's Dean, 1.5 minutes to go in overtime. Far side. Aiden Mosier around a defender coming, looks to center, nobody there. Mosier out high, Owen Dean. He'll fire a shot. That's blocked again by the Blue Devils. Dean is going to pull it back out of the reach of Aiden Mosier. Stout has blocked 13 shots here tonight. Here's Mosier. Defender ties him up. He'll veer back with 1:10 minutes to go. Pizarchuk, Engelbert, and Aiden Mosier out here. And Engelbert's going to come off. Stevens Point behind their own net. Final charge. Shemileski comes on now. 1 minute to go in overtime. And ditching a defender. Here's Pizarchuk. Carries it in near side. Cody Pizarchuk walks in, picked up, taken away. Good defensive play here by the Blue Devils. And they'll come back the other way. Will Sinclair. Sinclair in. Surveys it up. They'll walk right in. No shot there as Tyrrell veers back up high. Pizarchuk reaching, trying to poke it free. 38 seconds to go. Tyrrell will bring it back. Kind of think Stout looks like they're content to go to the shootout here. Tyrrell trying to charge ahead. They'll pick him up, weaves through traffic, walks in, fires a shot, missed the net. Far side again, Sam Kroon with it now. He'll go deep. Pointers try to get to it. They're trying to chop it ahead. Pizarchuk open behind the play. They don't see him. 20 seconds to go. Here comes Nico Shemileski. Lost the handle, taken away by Stevens. He's back the other way, 1-on-1. Stevens shot, shoulder save. Rebound is there. Pizarchuk trying to get it ahead to Shemileski. Dayakawa took it away. It's a 2-on-1 with 5 seconds to go. Stout stumbling at the blue line is offsides.
As Stevens lost his footing right at the offensive blue line and went down in a heap to cause the offsides. Otherwise, the Blue Devils have numbers.
Looks like about 4 minutes to go in Superior, Sean. 3-2 River Falls. So 5.3 seconds to go. Quentin Hill wins the draw, chopped around. Hills take a long-range shot, blocker to side. That's going to do it. We're going to go to a shootout. So game will end as a tie. And we'll go to the shootout here for the extra points. As it'll come down to the goaltenders now, Alex Proctor and Sebastian Monaco. Sean, you'd like to see Alex Proctor kind of get the breakaway monkey off his back here.
Well, here's the chance, right? Yeah.
So they will set here, and Alex Proctor will dig in. We don't get shootouts very often, Sean.
No, we do
like
not.
one a year, huh?
Yep. One a
Trying
year.
to think here. Does Point get the decision of what they want to do?
I think so. Being the home team, you
Right.
got to think there's some type of advantage as far as numbers go.
We'll see. So the goaltenders will come down here against Sebastian Monaco, the freshman. So Stout will be 4-2-1. Stevens Point 3-4-1.
And now we play for
and
a
we'll
point.
each be 1-1-1 in the WIC. Yeah. And play for the extra point. I think Stout's gonna shoot first here with Arhip Sidorovic. So Sidorovic, 4 goals on the year. He was the player of the week in the conference a couple of weeks ago.
Correct.
For the freshman out of Belarus. All right, Sidorovic against Alex Proctor, round 1 of the shootout. 3 men will shoot for the point. Sidorovic wheeling slowly, coming in, taking his time. Boy, oh boy, coming, waiting for Proctor to come down, coming in, backhanded shot and a goal. Alex Proctor tried to outweight him, and I think Proctor arguing that
he went backwards.
But and then he chirps the bench on the way by. Nice. So Engelbert now will look to even things up. Chris Engelbert comes across. He'll come in with more speed here on Monaco. Now slows down a bit. Deeks, stick save made. And that was easy. So it is Noah Tyrrell who could really put a stranglehold on this thing for the Blue Devils. He'll be the second shooter. Grabs it at center ice and comes in. Cuts to his right, slows down as well. He'll trickle in now near face-off circle. Coming around, waiting, coming shot. Pad save made by Proctor.
Good job of waiting there by
Good
Prox.
job by Proctor. And you could tell he was kind of in the poke check thinking no man's land.
Yep.
All right, Sean Bunting now for the Pointers. We'll try to get things to level. Here's Bunting circling around. He'll grab it, cuts to his left, comes in with some speed. Bunting picking up speed, waiting, whiffs on it, gets it back forward and wide. Oh, boy. Whiffed on it and got it back. And Cullen Diakawa can seal the deal here for the Blue Devils. So Diakawa on Alex Proctor. He's coming in slow, now speeds up. Proctor coming out, Diakawa in, slides at 5-hole and a goal, and that's it. Blue Devils get the extra point. As he slides at 5-hole on Alex Proctor. And Stout with a shootout win gets the extra point here. In a game that will go down as a tie, but they'll get the extra point. Stout shootout winner. We'll come back to tell you about it in a minute here on the Pointer Sports Network.
People's State Bank is more than a place to bank. They're your neighbors, here to support your success. Located at 138 McDill Avenue in Stevens Point, People's is proud to champion local businesses, families, students, and dreams. Whether you're saving for tomorrow or making a big move today, they're here for you every step of the way. Enjoy access to experienced bankers, digital solutions, fraud prevention tools, and more. Learn more at bankpeoples.com. Member FDIC. At Papa John's Pizza, the secret to success is much like the secret to making a great pizza. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Whether it's signature sauce, toppings, original fresh dough, or even the box itself, Papa John's invests in ingredients to ensure the finest quality pizza. Call Papa John's at 715-972-1414 for delivery, or stop by Division Street for carryout to order your favorite pizza, breadsticks, or wings today. Papa John's, a proud sponsor of Pointer Athletics. UWSP Century School of Business and Economics, earning your Master's of Business Administration and Applied Leadership and Decision Making is more than personal growth, it's a transformation. Through the MBA program, you'll develop emotional intelligence, strategic thinking, and practical leadership skills to guide teams, drive decisions, and create lasting impact. You'll also gain tools to influence regional development and help build thriving communities where transformation fuels economic advancement. Visit uwsp.edu/MBA to learn more.
We check your pulse. We examine your symptoms. But what we see is you. We see the promises of youth, the joys of growth, and the wisdom of experience. Throughout your entire life's journey, we are right here with you, alongside you, and ready to serve you and your family, helping you get the most out of a healthy life. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. Passion for excellence. Compassion for people.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, now joined by Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Kind of things in a microcosm here for you tonight. Coach, you did some good things, did some not so good things, and in the end couldn't find the back of the net when you needed to.
Yeah, thought we came out and played a good game, a little bit sloppy at times, but we did a lot of good things. You know, in the first period, it felt like we could have potted a couple, 2, 3, 4, had a lot of great A's. You bury a couple of those, it's a different game, and that's been the story of our season so far. 2.4 goals a game, 2 goals again, and it produced that. I mean, at the end of the day, we gave up a lot of great A's. Proc kept us in that game, but we also had more great A's than them. We got to bury some.
But big time for your power play in the second period got you the lead. Yeah. It's coming around.
Yeah, it's coming around. Timely, I thought we got some juice in the second there when I took a bench minor. It galvanized the group a little bit, and I saw some good things out of our leadership group to take control of the group in between periods. We're moving in the right direction, not as fast as anybody wants us to go, but we're doing a lot of good things. Just got to bust through.
As far as the game itself goes, you know that Stout's going to bring that kind of gritty performance. How much were you guys talking about just trying to keep it at level head, the stuff after the whistle? I know that's their game plan, right? It's no secret.
Yeah, team full of agitators. You know, they do a good job at it. I thought we did a great job of just letting it go. It doesn't matter. It's not junior hockey. It's college hockey. Keep your head in the game. I thought we did a good job of not letting that affect us, water off a duck's back. I like that from the guys. I like a lot of things that we did tonight. Not even X's and O's wise, just as a group, as a team, culture wise. We're close. We're getting there, and, we're not giving up.
Tomorrow brings another day, right?
Absolutely. Sun will come up tomorrow.
All right, Coach. Thanks. See you tomorrow. Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger here as Stout gets the extra point. And this was a grinder.
Yeah, it's a tough one to sum up. You know, at the end of the day, you look at.
Yeah, tip your cap to Stout here. I got a freshman goaltender that came in, made some big saves, and was the better goaltender in the shootout. And that makes a difference. I necessarily like the shot selection of the Pointers here in overtime or in the shootout here. Just gotta make something happen here, and offensive woes continue. Showing that. All right, Adrian Staszniak, 12:43 of period one, puts Stout up 1-0. Noah Tiro with the assist. Stout led 1-0 after one. It was. Let's see here. Pointers then on the power play. Nico Shemileski is first of the year from Hunter O'Brien and Owen Dean. And that was followed up at 5:48. Sean Bunting, his first of the year in the power play from O'Brien and Dean. Stevens Point led 2-1 after two, but Hayden Stocks, fifth of the year on the power play from Nicholas Stevens and Maxis Bermanis at 2:28 of the third. Tied things up, and let's see. Shots were 4-2 in favor of the Pointers in overtime after Stevens Point outshot Stout 12-11. You outshot him in every period here.
Yeah, you did.
Didn't reward it. 42-31 the shots on goal in favor of the Pointers here tonight. Power play. Stevens Point 2 for 5, 7 shots on goal. 1 for 2 were the Blue Devils. 4 shots on goal. Sebastian Monaco, tip your cap to him. 12 saves in the third, 4 in overtime. And he saves all three, or both in the shootout that he faced for a game total of 40 to get the win. Alex Proctor, it is 10 saves in the third, 2 in overtime for a game total of 28. And Stevens Point, let's see here, falls to 3-4-1 and 1-1-1 in the WIAC. Stout is 4-2-1, 1-1-1 in the WIAC. And looks like they are getting late at Superior. Looks like Superior scored with about 1:06 to go there. 7 seconds left.
4-3 River Falls. That'd be a big win for the Falcons on the road.
Yes, they did not open WIAC on the right foot. That's a big 3 points if they can get that out of Westman Arena.
All right, Concordia Moorhead beats St. Mary's 4-1. It is Gustavus in overtime over Augsburg 4-3. Hamlin beats St. Scholastica 4-3. In the NCHA, Adrian over MSOE 5-2. Lake Forest 7-3 over Marion. It is Concordia, Wisconsin 8-4 over Dubuque. Aurora beats Lawrence 4-2, and in overtime, St. Norbert a come from behind win over Trine to keep the train rolling for the Green Knights.
Yeah, came back from 3 goals down. Goodness.
All right, Sean, we got to pick our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game. I'm going to go a couple of assists here tonight. Hunter O'Brien. How's that sound?
Yes.
Thought he did a nice job and moves the puck well. And
he's really good on the power play. Yeah, absolutely.
So, yep, that's going to do it. So Hunter O'Brien is our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game. All right, we're back tomorrow night. Beloit comes to town.
First time ever, right?
Got to get right.
Yep.
Get some offensive confidence going here and try to get some momentum building to get into Eau Claire next weekend. So Pointers and the Buccaneers, 6:40 our pregame time, 7 o'clock is the face-off here from Willett Arena. Game goes down as a 2-2 tie. Stout gets the extra point by winning the shootout. For Sean McMahon, I'm Tom Weaver. Thanks for listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.
You've been listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers Hockey is brought to you by Century World, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins, BSN Sports, Festival Foods, Taco Bell, TDS, Cousin Subs, the Wisconsin Army National Guard, People's State Bank, Monks and Plover, Marshall Clinic Health System, Century School of Business and Economics, Hughes Service in Villador, also by Aero Global Corp, Goal Line Golf and Hockey, Wellston Properties, Pure Clean Restoration Professionals, McCain Foods, Dahl Auto, Mullins Way, Lendutis Motors, Northwind Solar, Brightline Investigations, Auto Select, Bone and Joint, The Rock and Roll Cafe, Fraternal CrossFit, Stevens Point Orthopedics, Thrivent, Firehouse Subs, Pizza Ranch, the Food and Farm Exploration Center, Team Sherrill Companies, Home to Suites, and Aspirus Health. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Join us again for Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.